Morton,
Oh my fucking god.
the last thing you remember was a cheeky conversation with Xena Sandwalker at the helm of the solar flare. But right now, your body is rigid and unmoving. You try to wiggle your fingers, bend your knees, even just sniff the air, and your body does not respond. Finally, something does listen to your commands. Your eyes open, and you find yourself floating in the galley of the solar flare, arms and legs extended as you twist your eyes around in your skull to try and get a view of what's going on. Your friends and party members all lay unconscious underneath you. You see signs of revelry and hard drinking everywhere. Memories start to come back to you as you remember the party the night before. How did you get here? Why can't you move? How are you floating? As if to answer your unspoken questions, you sense movement and shift your eyes in its direction. From the corner, you see, walking on air as if floating, a drow man with long white hair. The avatar mask chooses to let you see. He begins to speak. Oh, Morton, I'm so thankful that you were able to assist me. You followed my directions promptly and swiftly, and for that, I'm truly grateful. So grateful that as we speak, your friends are enjoying a nice little game of wits and social prowess while you and I speak. I'd have included you in the game, but it was too important that we have this time alone together. Mask's visage changes. His eyes become long. His hair becomes long and black. His eyes become a piercing yellow.
I'm so sorry. The AirPods got connected for the past 3 minutes.
Okay.
Oh.
So you didn't hear anything I said?
I did not hear anything you said other than when Mask started talking. I was trying to do this. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no worries. Well, you said you heard Mask start talking?
He said, "Thank you for letting me, for releasing me."
Oh yeah. Not much has changed. He said, "Oh Morton, I'm so thankful that you were able to assist me. You followed my directions promptly and swiftly, and for that I truly am grateful. So grateful that as we speak, your friends and I are enjoying a nice little game of wits and social prowess while you and I speak. I'd have included you in the game, but it was far too important that we have this time alone together."
Do I have the ability to speak?
You do not.
Okay, just checking.
Yep, Mask's visage changes. His hair becomes long and black. The purple skin fades to a pale, almost arctic white, and piercing yellow eyes take over the deep lavender that were once there. A brooch is pinned on his chest, on top of a long, black cloak. It shows this symbol.
Uh-oh.
He smiles, a sinister smile that sends chills through your unmoving body.
Oh, man. Why does not Mask have to be hot, too?
He looks at you. You truly believed that you were the servant of Mask? I mean, sure, Mask is a powerful deity, but powerful enough to survive the banishing? No, sir, I'm afraid not. Not even I survived the banishing. However, with loyal servants like you, I have returned. At first, I wasn't able to accomplish much. Assist my friends by reviving some of their servants, pollute the minds of lesser beings to seek out our artifacts. The best I could do. But this turned out to be more than enough. Not only did the Animalia become the catalyst of the returning, but their deeds even attracted those of others, the kind of strangers, to you and the rest, to unwittingly assist in our unbanishing. Frankly, it was entirely too easy. Once I found out that you were a Vishar, it was child's play to become Mask and gain the trust of the most trustworthy member of your party. That's right, you are a Vishar, Morton. And turns out you are chosen by Mask, which quite frankly couldn't have worked out better. You dying was a wrench in the plan, for sure. But All I had to do was distract you in the ethereal plane so that you did not hear Mask's true call. From there, it was as easy as releasing you into the material plane. And then you released me into the material plane. I had been imprisoned in that gem for so long. I'll be frank with you. I was worried. I thought to myself, well, surely now that he's told the others, someone will talk sense into him. They'll research this gem, they'll take time to discover who is imprisoned, and I'm doomed. But no. You simply were just too convincing, I guess. And once again, I am grateful. Now, I needed a host in order to regain some of the strength to be on my own, but that didn't take too much time. I hope you enjoyed my extra powers while you could, because they are mine once again. No, I am not wholly evil, Morton. You were given a task, and you and your friends completed it wonderfully. So you get to live. I'll even let your friends have a nice, fun time with one another before they return to their bleak reality. But I promise you this, Janoran. The man floating in the air around you flashes forward with an eerie speed and stops inches from your face. His smile fades, and his eyes pierce to your very soul. If you and your friends continue to be trouble for me and mine, I won't be so lenient. And trust me, despite your distaste for what I've done and what you will discover I have done, this, you spineless rat, is lenient. The figure spins around behind you. You can still hear his voice, but you can no longer see him. Oh, and tell your friends I'm sorry about the hangover, the missing door, and everything else. I guess it's just been so long. I forgot what my dimension can do to those in it. Whoops. And with that, your consciousness fades as you descend to the ground. The rest of you have woken up to see Morton falling from the air above, his emerald skin fading away. He falls into an unconscious lump around you, just like what happened last time. The only people in the galley are you, a little help, and Edmund. Last time I did say that the two tabaxi were in here, but that was a mistake. They are not in the galley with you right now. Laughing and digesting the events of Mask Manor, your smiles begin to fade, and your jokes quiet, as an unexplained heaviness hits you. What do you do?
Do I have...
You're currently unconscious.
Oh, I'm unconscious. Okay, gotcha.
But when you do wake, you will.
Okay.
And we saw the tail end of his like greenness into his unconsciousness.
Yeah, which I do think I described last.
Oh,
2 weeks ago.
I've removed that ability from my stuff. That's good, right?
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh gosh. He's just hulking out again.
Yeah,
Does anyone
something.
else feel really bad?
Yeah.
Like an
Like an
unexplained
He drank a
Heaviness.
lot of
Heaviness.
wine.
Yeah, Quinn.
I hate you.
Quinn, yeah, that's exactly.
Oh my god, fuck that, you get it.
Pervon.
I'll go over to Morton,
Okay.
and just like check his vitals. Is he unconscious because of
As soon as you
hurt,
start,
or-
as soon as you start like messing with him, it
Yeah.
was as if he was asleep. He begins to wake
Okay.
up, and Morton, you wake up.
I like
Nah.
right up it.
Oh, I thought he
Morton.
was dead.
Hello.
I
You were glowing again.
I grab Rosie's shoulders
Oh.
and just look at her in the face and go, "Uh-oh."
Uh-oh. I like look back at the group. Uh-oh, he said.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Why-oh?
We've
I-
Wino.
we've we might have made a mistake.
I feel like
Why?
we made a few.
We or you?
Definitely.
They're definitely collectively us.
Not me, I won.
Ethan, wait, what?
I won Masked Manor. Y'all can suck it.
Uh,
G's really letting their hair down.
listen.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure
listening.
you had fun because it was designed to be that way by.
Oh,
It's a game.
By Mask.
Wasn't that fun?
He's nicer than I thought.
By the way.
wait, everybody, hang on. Listen. Morton's stressed out in a way I haven't really seen him stressed out before. This seems serious.
Really?
Um,
Edmund says.
Evan says.
Edmund.
Oh, I thought you said Evan.
I thought you said
Oh,
Edmund
Edmund.
too.
You're just putting words into our personal mouth.
So everyone around me was unconscious, and I was like corporeally imprisoned. Like,
Oh.
did anyone ever play Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board when they were a kid?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't allowed.
That's where you pick one person with a feather and one person with a board, and you have to guess which one it is, right?
No, that's
It's
something
harder than you
different,
think.
and we're gonna discuss that, G. We're gonna
Gee.
discuss that. Their name is spelled Gee. It makes me
Gee
think of
Butter
butter.
Whitakers.
But I was just floating there, and then this avatar that I saw when I was dead. Don't make that face. Don't make that face. You made the face anyway. Ugh.
I was already making it.
I know. It came to me, and I thought it was Mask, and then it changed into something not Mask, and it revealed.
Isn't that what Mask does? I'm sorry. Morgan.
Sounds like a
Sorry.
Mask move.
Right, I thought that too, except there was something evil about it. Does anyone know what the symbol of a skull with purple lines around it is? Or purple and a skull?
Probably.
Rosie,
Probably not good.
Yeah.
make
Sounds
a
bad.
history or a religion check.
Okay, I'm gonna use my cleric dice. Okay, history or religion, which is better? Oh, they're the same. Okay.
Oh, they have the same.
That is a 11.
11 is good enough. The symbol that he describes when he describes the lines, the symbol is a white jawless skull on a purple sunburst. This is the symbol of Cyric, the chaotic evil god of lies.
Oh no.
Same thing.
One guy at a party.
God of lies. Okay. Okay, Morton.
Mm-hmm.
Morton, I think
Yeah.
what you're describing is just really if you're into bad boy magic, this is the bad boy of it all. Cyric.
Here.
He's a liar. He's a dirty, filthy liar.
Well, that's all right. I vomit
Oh,
directly
God.
onto the ground.
Oh wow.
Ah!
Hey, buddy. Stop
Sorry,
rubbing his
sorry,
back.
sorry.
If he is a
Um,
liar, maybe he's lying about that.
Okay, I'm gonna do something that I've
Paradox.
never done before. I get on my knees, fold my hands, and pray to Mask to see if I can hear anything.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay, make
Wow.
I'm crying tears of joy.
your
He's funny.
spellcasting your spellcasting modifier is intelligence, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So
I think
roll
so, as
roll
a rogue archetype.
roll
Yeah.
basically
Sure.
what is a spell attack for you. So your intelligence modifier plus proficiency.
Okay,
I
so
can't believe he just knelt and puked. That's disgusting.
he
So-
did not notice.
Oh my god, he just went right into it.
Um,
This
That's
must
gross.
be serious.
so that's
I keep saying it.
Cyric.
14.
14. With a 14, you don't get much. What you do get is you feel this sense of sorrow and this sense of like apology that is not coming from you. It's like you do feel like your message was received, and you feel like you're getting the cosmic version back of Bless Your Heart.
Um,
But a little bit, but genuine.
but not. It's bless your heart, not
Yeah.
well, bless your heart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I stand back up. I look down at my shoe as part of my puke drips onto my shoe.
Yum.
So that that emerald thing, I don't feel it in me anymore because it took it back. I think that would have been it. They that's what visited me when I died. It took the form of mask, and
Oh.
so I don't know if it's the god of lying, if that means it was lying about literally everything it said, or if it was targeted lies or what, but we might have royally fucked. They were talking about gathering artifacts. That we were gathering artifacts for them. I'm gonna throw this out on a limb. Let's see if this matches up. Do you think that maybe we're gathering all of the things for the returning? Or for wait, which one is the evil one?
The returner.
The returning. And not the calling or the
Well,
balancing.
we are gathering it for. We have items for the returning, so other people can't have them. We don't.
Right. But
if we
what
have
if
them all
we're gathering them
together?
all together at once? And if this person thing knows about it. I mean, they created that dimension you all were just in.
I mean, if he brought you back to life, then you definitely shouldn't be around all that stuff. No offense.
He said that Mask was calling to me and just needed to be loud enough that Mask couldn't get to me. And
So
that's what happened.
You're
That's
still
what. I'm
connected
sorry.
to Mask and all of that. Like that part still seems
I just felt something.
maybe true.
I just felt something now. Like
Can
I felt.
Check.
Oh, the lens.
Can I?
Can I check?
Obviously, Zach, come on.
You can check, and instead of Morton's face, you see a black mask covering his face. It's like last
Oh.
time.
That's the same.
He did
Okay.
say that I was a
Looks
Vashar.
good.
He did say that I was a Vashar, so he didn't lie about that. He just prevented me from hearing what Mask said when I died.
It's really hard to market yourself as a god if you're the god of lying, you know.
Yeah, that's
It
fair.
is tricky.
Makes
Well,
my head
Morton,
hurt
let's
a
get
little
you
bit.
cleaned up here. And
Yeah,
I'll like
really.
pull him up out of like as much as I can. Like, oh, watch your step. Here.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
start
yeah,
to
yeah.
head to the door of the galley, and you do not see it. You
Oh.
see a door frame where the door used to be, but there's just planks of wood flush with like the rest of the wood right there.
He said he stole the door, or that the door went missing.
What a fuck!
What?
All right, well,
Who
I'll just
steals
break
the
it
door?
down.
Hold on.
Yeah.
No,
Go for it, Flint.
wait. Let me just.
Are we
and I-
still on the boat?
Wait,
Like, is that
maybe
gonna
it's a
lead us
lie.
somewhere
Maybe the
else?
door's actually there.
Hold on. I pull out
Ooh.
Navarra's rapier,
Uh-huh.
and I just like poke the door. Not enough to like. If it happens to be a person we accidentally just stab, but just like enough to like knock.
No,
it.
I totally
I mean, you're still
understand.
leading with your
It
sword.
feels like wood.
I put a pinky
Feels
towards
like
it.
feels like wood.
I push on it.
Wood. Sophie.
Do I still have the longbow?
The what? The longbow. Yep.
The what?
And the money too.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, right, you won money.
Yeah, I mean,
Did we all get our
Emily...
individual money we agreed upon?
The 50 gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
The participation.
Oh, I should.
That sounded like that was a minuscule amount. So where is it? The 50?
Emily, did you say are we even on a boat?
I did.
Oh, JMO said, yeah. Are we
Yeah.
on a boat?
Does it feel like
Are we still
We're
in the
like-
same galley?
You don't feel like you're moving. It does look like the same galley.
Smash that door, Flint.
All
Master
right.
of.
I'm gonna
Um,
drop
roll an
my
athletics
weapons,
check.
though.
Yeah, no problem. I'm so strong and cool.
Are you using your hammer, or are you just like running into it?
Running into it. 23.
Oh.
You slam into the wooden wall of this where the door used to be, and you immediately fly through, cracking the wood. You fall about 5 feet, and you hit the ground, and you hit grass underneath you, and it's a hard thud, but you're okay. You don't take any damage, but you fly
What's
through
that?
the door, fall about 5 feet, which is not something you were expecting to do, and then hit grass underneath you.
Man overboard!
I rushed to the door to see what happened.
You're gonna
Yeah.
want to come out here, guys.
You see Flint on the ground below you.
What?
Go ahead, yeah, Martin.
Can I make a perception check or an investigation check to just like take in the surroundings that
That
Flint
would
is
be,
now on?
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
I always ask for investigation because it's better.
I know, but investigation is looking for one specific.
God damn it! 2 9s on these rolls, both now equaling 14. 14 perception.
14. You see a grassy field around you. It's a stormy sky up above, but that's pretty much all you see from this angle, from standing in the doorway.
Xena?
Don't hear anything.
Can
Is
I?
Sydney here?
look
Yeah,
around?
Flint. You look up. You're now looking underneath the floating door, which just looks like a cutout section of wall floating in the air. And you look beyond this cutout section of wall, and about a half mile ahead of you is the city of Barrington underneath a stormy sky.
Oh,
No sign of our ship.
Nope.
Classic.
what the fuck?
I'll jump outside.
Yeah,
Flint,
easily
you
enough. It's
good?
just a 5-foot drop. You guys
Yeah.
can all do that.
Yeah,
I
hey.
guess we're going. Yeah.
The ship's
Edmund?
gone.
Maywin, Batty's not around.
Guys, has anybody seen Batty?
No, but I'm gonna look at the room before I jump out there and see if there's anything.
Yeah, will you look for Batty, please?
Yeah,
And I'll
I'm-
toss up like a little her favorite treat, a little bug ration.
Okay.
No,
Sid-
I grabbed for it.
Is Sydney there? Is Sydney with
Nope.
us?
Edmund is the only
investigate.
person not in this immediate party that is there.
Not again.
Quiz comes out of the ground. I investigate the room for Batty and also just for any other way out.
Yeah,
Of
sure.
this
Go ahead and
room
roll an
other than that.
investigation check.
Watch it be in that one. I'll get fucked. Oh, another 9. But this time it's 17.
17. With the 17, you definitely don't find Batty. This room looks very, like, other than the fact that it's floating and it's like a portal in the middle of the air, like, other than that, it seems like a completely normal room. It feels just like the galley of the ship. With a 17, the wood feels a bit softer.
Nice.
I scratch my nail into the wood.
Yeah, it just cuts a groove in. Sophie, what's up?
Kalia would cast detect magic just because this whole thing is.
For sure. You get a huge, like, being of conjuration magic from this whole doorway situation.
Mhm.
That's it.
The same room, just the doors are gone.
Well, there was only one door anyway, but it is,
Right.
yeah, but it has been, like, covered up and is now, like, if you were to,
Oh,
like,
I
when you
think
step
it's one of-
outside, you look up and it just, like, looks out like a cut section of wall with, like, the door there, and, like, it just looks as if it's floating there.
Everybody, we're really close to Barrington. I think I don't really know what's going on, and I don't know if I care. And we're just so close to Barrington, so let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we're
I
missing
mean, if this is
people.
even Barrington, I don't like that. That guy had us in a pocket dimension somewhere.
And he took Batty.
I couldn't find Batty in
Is
here.
this real? What is real?
Well, I know this wood is kind of soft.
What is everyone's passive perception? Who has the highest passive perception?
42.
Is 8 good?
Sophie?
11.
15?
I have 15 as well.
15?
15.
15. Anybody else higher than a 15? Okay. The 3 15s. Actually, no, not you, Morton, because you're still standing up in the room. But, did you step down, G? Or Kliga? No, you did not?
No.
Okay, so Maywin did. So Maywin, while you're down on the ground, you see movement in like a patch of tall grass about 20 feet away from you.
I'll just like nudge Quinn and point that way and start slowly walking that way.
My rapier.
That's the opposite of Barrington.
I got movement.
As you approach, a figure pops out of the tall grass with a crossbow pointed towards you. They have a cloak up over them, but you see golden dragonborn scales with like kind of like beat up armor, and it's clearly a woman, and she has this crossbow pointed up at you. All right, don't move.
Oh, hey, we
You
don't
don't
want.
move.
We don't want.
You
any
don't move,
trouble.
man.
Hey, Quinn. Just hey, look. We don't want any trouble. No one's moving. We just actually got here.
Who are you?
State your business.
My name's Kovara. I used to be captain of the Lucian Guard here in Barrington.
Oh boy.
Rosie, you've seen Kovara around.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
Gosh darn it. Only a 7. I'm
Okay.
stressed.
Yeah,
Barrington's
yeah,
right
you're
there.
stressed.
I haven't even taken my eyes off the Barrington.
And you're
I'm
also a
looking to see
little
if it's real.
distracted by hearing,
Who?
You turn
Who
around
are you?
to see Darius Pintwee coming out of the grass around you.
Oh, he looks terrible.
And then from another bush, you see the shade.
Oh, yes.
Quinn, Maywin. You see Gelbrick Silverstep
Oh my gosh.
come out of another nearby bush. Those who have family members in this group, the shade looks exactly the same. And then once you see it on your family, Angie, you realize a little bit of what happened with the Gold Dragonborn. They're looking a little bit older than the last time you saw
No.
Nice.
Zach.
Sydney's gonna be
Oh
so mad at me.
no.
them.
How
Mom,
long do badgers live?
Mom, what are you? Where have you been?
Darius.
He just runs up and hugs you and lifts you in the air.
Oh. Oh.
What year is it? Oh, Robin Williams.
Darius,
what year is it?
what have you been up to? Your face, my boy. And I like push it.
Gelbrix is looking at you in just complete confusion. It's
Just, like, looking back at him
1191.
the same way.
What year was it?
It was 74.
It's been in 76. It's been 15
76.
years.
It's been.
Oh.
Can I,
my
being someone who knows illusion magic, can I see if any of them seem like they're illusions?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check, yeah.
I actually look year appropriate now.
The world caught up to you, man.
I would have stepped out on hearing those voices.
Oh, cool. Yeah, cool.
4.
The shade being there would be enough to.
With a 4, you don't think that any of them are illusions.
How
The
long do
shade,
badgers live?
the giant badgers live longer than normal badgers.
How long does a
50 years
normal
longer
badger
than
live?
normal badgers?
They usually live 14
Yeah, a
years.
badger lives. An average lifespan of a badger is 24 years. I just looked it up, so she might still be out there.
Caligo, you are actually approached by the shade who's looking at you very stern and then just wraps you up into a big hug,
Oh.
which is something you've never experienced from the shade before. Chad, yeah.
As soon as I hear that it's 15 years later, I whip out the scroll from my mom
Uh-huh.
and just like write as fast as I can.
Yeah.
As fast as I can, like, are you okay? I don't know what's happening, but
The
suddenly it
shade
seems
steps forward and grabs your hand. Who are you sending that to?
like my mom.
Just dream you can't.
Why?
Why?
You all need to come with us. There's a lot we need to talk about. We don't know if there's prying eyes.
Real quick, can I just say that we recently met the chaotic god of lies? Is this a lie? What the fuck's going on?
That
You have to tell us.
It's a lot of sense as to why you were gone so long. The shade comes up puts a hand like on your face, Morton.
Mm-hmm.
I will not lie to you.
Insight.
Go ahead and roll
look
an
into his
insight check.
eyes. I get into his eyes, and I do get like
Get
in
into his
kissing
eyes.
Tell
distance.
me I can't
'Cause
message my
that's how
mom.
I know I can tell if they're lying. Can I give advantage on that?
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you have advantage on that because I definitely would
Dope.
incite him too.
18.
The shade, as always, is showing nothing but complete honesty.
I grab his head, like the back of his head, like one of these. Just go. Yeah, tell us everything. Also, you're undead, but it's working.
That's weird. And he kind of pushes you away. We thought
What
we
the
had
fuck?
lost all of you. Glad to find out that we didn't.
We just had a dream.
Who's
I
we?
don't understand.
Yeah, we were just with people
Just
like last
please,
night.
Please come. And
Okay.
he takes you.
Scoop me.
He takes you.
I scoop Rose.
No, Edmund's
yeah,
my-
Edmund.
Edmund's
Yeah,
my bodyguard.
Edmund
Yeah.
scoops her.
Puppies.
You were all taken about a mile away, to an old shack, that you just walk in, after being taken there by Kovara and the others. You see two more individuals waiting for everyone in this group. You see an older Kyvor Windrake, who you last saw in the city of Idre. He's looking a little bit older now, but he is in there. And you see another figure that you've never seen before, none of you. He is kind of sitting in the dark with a hood up. You notice like a cockroach like squirm out of his robes.
Ew.
But then you actually
Hate that.
see that he's kind of like covered in bugs, and he seems
Nope.
to be like playing with them on his hands. So you see this character. His name is Matthew.
Oh my god.
And everybody's kind of brought in. Kovara just like stays at the door and like makes sure everyone gets in and then shuts it. Kyvor is just looking with utter surprise at everyone. Oh my god, I can't believe it. You guys are alive. Where have you been? Where have you been?
We took an.
Playing
We
a-
just.
Playing a game.
Just yeah.
We did a
ju-
boat. We went
I
on.
was
We were.
trapped by an evil
We
deity.
did a boat.
We're just doing a boat tour.
Just
Rosie, yeah.
While this is happening, can I send ascending to Gilmarie?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh Jesus.
Do we look older? Like if I look at May, do we?
Nope.
Thank God.
What do you send
Let's
to
do it.
what do you send to Gilmarie?
God.
Fuck.
Hi. We're back. I guess I am not sure how far this goes, but maybe we weren't gone for 15 years. Love you.
It takes a hot second for you to get a response. And then once you get a response, you realize why, and you realize it's because she had to calm herself down from sobbing for. Because you can hear the quivering in her voice as she says, "Oh, Dune, I can't believe you're alive. I knew it. I knew it. Me, Warren, Sydney, and Batty are in Lavaria.
Ah.
Please come." Oh, you can-
Oh.
the actual fuck.
I turn around and say, May, Batty's with Gil, and Sydney's with Gil, and
Oh gosh.
Warren's there too, but I guess that you don't need to know that.
Still good though. Still good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought we were dead.
Yeah,
That's
If we
fair.
have
Yeah, we all thought that you were
Gilmarie's
dead.
okay?
Think so.
So what happened? Let's just get that out
The
of the
solar
way. Rip off the
flare
Band-Aid.
arrived at the northern side of the Drea Sands 15 years ago. They told us that they had been carrying a little help, that a party had happened in the galley, but the next morning when they went down to the galley, no one was there.
Oh.
You were just gone. No one had any rhyme or reason to believe where you were, and at first we thought maybe you were off dealing with, you know, something on an epic scale like you normally do, and then first year passed, then the second, and the war got more intense. Everything started falling apart, and we knew that we had lost you. The returning was going to come, and the calling was super delayed because all of the chosen had been slain. That's what we thought. The Shade was able to get Gilmarie and your sons out of town, but Darius stayed behind. He joined Kovara and us in a sort of resistance. There used to-
Resisting who?
the Hanged Men. They've taken over the
Those
city
guys?
of Barrington,
Fuckers.
especially once they sided with Tayaroth.
Damn.
Oh.
And there used to be hundreds of us.
Oh my gosh.
And now it's only us that you see and hear.
Ha! I
Oh,
put my
really?
hand in my, I just leaned down after that.
What about Gora Hold? Are the dwarves involved themselves at all?
No, they've stayed out
All
of the
dead.
situation completely.
Always
But
gotta check.
Dwarf.
there was something that I learned about Gorahold that is quite important. But that's something we can get to later. After...
Why can't we get into it now?
I mean, I can, but I
very
thought you wanted
important.
to know what happened first.
Yeah, no. We should
Yeah.
learn that
Alright.
first.
one
Wait.
story
Yeah.
at a time, I think.
Yeah.
So
We'll
once...
put a pin in it.
Once Barrington was taken over by the Animalia and the Hanged Men, they were able to side with Tayaroth, which only helped them make the city a horrible place to be. Many people were killed, put on display. It was terrifying. Tayaroth is winning this war. The Queen Tavixia, and her brother are ruling, and he looks over at you, Chad. Chad, we know it wasn't you because of our knowledge, but I need you to know. The world believes that Tredrimi Rain Strongjaw rules at the side of Queen Tavixia.
Well, fuck.
We should have killed him.
I hope I tried. He has a scar.
He
better anyway.
Because of that, your mother, your sister, and your father are being held currently in the council hall in Barrington. And they have been there for the past 5 years at least. They were with us for a while. We were able to try to keep everyone safe. Once we learned of the death of Vox and Drig, we tried to all come together instead of being in many cities.
Drake.
Yes.
Dead.
Drig was killed by Chad's brother.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So Gilmarie took those who couldn't fight to the Wood Elven city of Lavaria. Those who wanted to and could stayed behind. And our numbers dwindled since then. Now, I continued my research as much as I could. Do you still have the Blade of Guvar and Iron Lightning?
I
Yes.
look to Edmund. Well,
Edmund looks at you and he goes, actually, Rosie never gave that back to me. But, you know, I'm not going to... Yeah, I understand that
well,
I'm not to be
I-
trusted as much.
Yeah, that's fine. Rosie, do you have it?
Rosie shows the staff and the blade.
Oh,
And Kyvor says, perfect. The ruby is with the Silver Steps in Barrington. Oh, yes. Your parents also moved to Barrington with the rest of the Animalia.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Any other
Not my
families-
city.
Any other families get involved?
I mean, the
For any
Janorans.
reason? I'm sorry?
The Janorans.
Did they get involved in anything?
The Shade said that this would make your head go a little bit too large, but the Janorans have been assisting the Bahathian Empire.
No fucking shit. Are you serious?
Yes.
That was Evan.
They decided to have some moral dilemma, apparently, and
That doesn't sound like them.
we understand. But yes, the Silver Steps have moved to the city of Barrington, and they have the Resifta Ruby with them. And what I learned in my research is that the Scepter of Malar, once it is complete, it is not only the key to freeing Malar, it is the key to further locking him away. Imagine, if you will, a deadbolt lock halfway turned into a door. That is Malar right now. He's half in this world, half not. The scepter can turn the lock and release him, or it can turn the lock and further banish him. Now, for a hold. Malar's tomb is deep within the mines of Gorahold. We've had a plan to go and see what we can do there, but with our numbers having dwindled so much here, that kind of fell off the table.
Well, I know that mine like the back of my hand. I gotta know all the back entrances, the sideway, the alleyways, staircases, anything you need. I can get you there. So,
Did you know of any tombs sitting down there?
oh, there's so many tombs. We would just be like mining the wall. Oh, there's another tomb.
Ugh.
Where?
Just all the time.
And, well, other specifics have happened. The rollerboat was a huge hit.
Oh my god.
I knew it. I knew it would be.
Richie was pretty upset that you guys left the city without
Yeah.
saying anything to him.
Send
but
him a
I mean,
message.
do we get residuals?
Yeah, I was
Do
about
I
to
have
ask.
a baby
do we get
Ramco?
15 years.
it's not a baby
Oh.
anymore.
That's unfair. We should start over as babies.
In the contract, it
maybe I
said
want the
baby,
next baby.
so yeah.
Chad, you are the champion of the Barrington Games.
Well,
But how?
Your brother.
Your brother's a dick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Well, I mean,
instead of the Barrington Games being what they normally are, since this kingdom of Tayaroth has taken over Barrington, they've become duels to the death. And your brother has, well, he's made it to where there's not much competition.
I'm guessing through some sort of
Killing.
witchcraft, cheating, whatever. I mean, he got away really fast after he stabbed me.
And, well, also, he kind of points over to Gelbrix. And Gelbrick kind of stands forward. I've spent the last 15 years trying to redeem myself. Trying to be the brother that you guys said that I should be. Once I heard that you guys were gone, I realized how right you were. And so I joined the resistance, and I've been fighting alongside Darius as we try to undo what we helped the Animalia do.
I'm not gonna lie, Gelbrix, you look like shit.
he laughs.
not right.
He genuinely just like laughs heartily.
And what's
I'm
your
glad-
deal?
I'm glad you've come around.
Me too.
I turn to Matthew.
Matthew looks at you. What do you mean? What's my deal?
Just what's your whole thing? You got bugs? That's kind of cool.
What's your
Yeah.
last name?
Matthew?
Matthew.
No, it's just Matthew.
Ah, this guy's good.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah, I
like-
got bugs. Bugs are pretty cool. So
I look him in the eye and I pluck a bug off his shoulder and eat it.
Oh, excuse me. And he just kind of like pushes his way out the door.
Oh my god, Flint.
Why did you do
Power
that?
move.
I don't know. I
Wow.
just felt like I needed to. It's been a while since I've really exerted myself over someone.
Well,
Those could have
wow,
been like
that
his
was,
pets.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
more Kovara steps up and she goes, they're more like his family. That was pretty.
Oh,
God.
Okay.
That's
Clint.
fucked, man.
Clint!
I am so sorry.
I've known
What?
Matthew a long time. We started in the Lucian Guard together. Actually, and the shade looks over and just like shakes. She says, "Well, I've known him for a long time. The bugs are weird, but you'll get used to them. They're pretty useful."
Yeah, I hope it doesn't rip out of your fucking stomach, you weirdo. You,
Jeez.
Flint.
I will say it looked
Heavy.
like he bit right
was a
into
lot.
it. It looks like it was,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was definitely some chewing. I heard it.
Oh yeah.
So,
Mhm. Yeah.
Sorry.
What about the Whitakers? Do we know anything about my family? Are they okay?
I never bothered to learn that.
Ugh.
In 15 years?
Well, I don't know, Clego. It's just you were. Emotional attachments. That's not something I do.
You didn't find out anything?
Why
That's
would
fucked
I?
up.
He was your colleague, and he went missing with us.
Clego was a respected member of the Palladium Planopticon. Clego, do you even know my name?
No, of course I don't know your name. I
Exactly.
expect you more than to ask.
Exactly. Not supposed to know about
so
each other
what's
in that
the-
way.
what's like next steps here? Like, do you?
I think
does
that's
the
a
resistance
very
have
good question.
Assault on Barrington.
Yeah.
Kyvor speaks up and he says, "You've just been trying to stay alive. We figured it was over. But if you can get the ruby, and if we can shut that off, that would be a huge blow to them. And then, I don't know, maybe if we can somehow assist the Bahothian Empire, I don't know how we would do that, but I'm not gonna lie, seeing you has revitalized my motivation to try to figure this out more. I have a lot of reading to do.
What does
and-
everyone know about Cyric in this room? Not us. We don't know anything. What
I
do
know-
you all know about?
I know quite a bit.
What happens when they get involved?
Cyric is a chaotic evil deity, god of lies. He is one of the first gods to have ever been ascended to godhood from the mortal. His material plane name, he went by Earthkish. And he eventually ascended godhood and became Cyric, the god of lies. And for a long time, he ruled over the world as we know it, and then he was a victim to the Divine War and became banished along with his brethren, and that's really the last we ever heard of Cyric. Why?
What if they have gotten involved in the affairs of our world again?
Well, Cyric has been imprisoned for quite some time. It's a little vague as to where he was or what he was imprisoned.
Let's pretend he's not,
Yeah.
for fun.
We know someone, a friend of a friend, who was trapped in a demiplane for 15 years and is just possibly by Cyric.
Were you gone these past 15 years because of Cyric? If
It's
Cyric has
entirely-
returned, to the God's plane, then that means for the first time in a millennia, that Dune is outnumbered. That means the returning has already began.
Oh boy.
Let's say it has.
Oh, yeah.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
So,
How bad is that?
That's bad.
So I met a entity who I thought was Mask when I died in the ethereal plane. It was not. According to, let's call them Cyric for now. If they exist in a more ethereal state, does that mean they're on the material plane, or does that mean they're in an in-between?
No, it just means that you are more easily contacted on the ethereal plane than you are on the material. If what you are saying is true, and if Sirik is back, we need to get Dune some backup as quickly as possible, and we need to bring back one of the Calling.
How is my next question?
I've spent 15 years trying to research. Now I have 7 other people to help me.
But
Oh,
you
we
haven't found
read?
anything in 15 years, but just more. I mean, I'm not.
But guys,
I
we're
guess we could just
chosen.
give up.
I'm not saying we give up. I'm just saying I don't know if in 15 years you haven't found anything. If
Rosie, you have a book that we found in that tomb that I gave you, right?
The alchemy one?
No, that I've got that. It's the one that talked of other worlds. We found it in the tomb where I found my rapier and Maywin her bow. I don't remember who has it, but whoever has it,
Well,
can you pull it out? I think it's either me or you.
I have a bunch of books, and I'll open my bag of holding. And while I'm in the bag of holding, just while I'm here,
Yeah.
you is still in there. Yeah.
You is still in there.
Okay. And they look.
They look okay. Yeah, they look well. The last time you saw them, yeah.
Pretty stoned.
Okay.
How's my
Pretty
timpani?
stoned. I have Ancient Prophecies. I have Legend of Temporal Knights. Oh no, I gave that to Chad. Did I give that to Chad?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Or I at least let Chad borrow it, but it's been 15 years. It's severely.
You also have the book that you found in Brynnax's tomb.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I have that, or they have that.
You have that.
I have that.
I thought you did.
One...
Yeah.
Because you read it. Because you could read it by putting the lens over it.
Mm.
Oh
Yes,
my
we
God.
definitely. Do you have the history? This is
Yeah.
Evan asking. Do you have the history of Malar's world?
I don't think I ever had that.
Okay, so then I have it on me.
Yeah.
Because I definitely didn't give up that book. Have you ever seen this book? And I pull out History of Malar's world.
No, I have not, and he immediately grabs it. Unless you like hold it from him, but he just goes to grab it.
I like open it with him. And
Yeah. He's not like trying to hide it from you. He's just like very interested in whatever this book is.
This might have answers. We found it in Malar's tomb when we were
Navarra's tomb. Yeah.
Excuse me. We found it in Navarra's tomb.
It could definitely be worth. Wait a minute. That also makes me. Drigg had notes. Wait, the mission that we originally sent you on. There was a book that you were supposed to find in Brynnax's tomb. Did you find that book?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, I can't read it unless I have my special glass, though.
You mind if I see it?
Oh yeah, and I'll rummage around.
Yeah.
I forgot about it, but here it is.
He takes the book and he flips it to the last page, and he says, what does it say here?"
Oh, okay, hang on.
I didn't realize people just skip to the end of books. That would have made books so much easier.
And I'll look in the lens.
Okay. It says, "You sharpen the tool made to open the door. Stab the page here to discover more."
It says, "You sharpen the tool and you stab in the door." And you... What is it? I said what you said.
Yeah, you sharpen the tool made to open the door.
Sharpen
Stab
the tool
the
made
page
to open the
here
door.
to discover more.
Stab
Okay.
the page here to discover more. Oh, it's a rhyme.
Awesome. Let's all back up while somebody who's
Three.
not one of us stabs it.
Is
I
this
back up.
book written by Malar or about
This is actually written by like the founding members of the Palladium Planopticon. This book.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Alright, so it's not an evil book. It's just
You do not. Yeah. You don't get
Is
any sense of evil.
Is it that I kind of look to the shade and be like, is this that just for the night?
And he flips it open. Oh my! The Palladium dagger. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
key. I was told it was a key.
Right. That's, yeah.
He walks over to the book and looks at you, kind of for permission, Rose.
I take a step back.
Oh yeah, it's not mine.
He
Go ahead and stab
just
him, man.
swiftly stabs into the book, and where he stabs into the book, his arm starts to raise as about like half of the book's worth of pages just gets added to the book.
That's
Oh.
pretty cool.
Kyvor like basically squeals like a little and like and runs
Yeah.
over. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what we needed. This could have answers. This could have what we need to bring someone back from the calling.
Who?
Whichever one seems easier, I would suppose. And he kind of chuckles to himself.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Do
of
we need
reading.
to, like, give you a minute to read this, or is this like a safe space?
Yes, please. I would love some time to read. I mean, it's going to take me a number of
Yeah,
hours.
let's just be the lens.
I think.
Um,
So doesn't Rosie have to read it?
actually, once those pages are just like they're there now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if that's the next thing you gotta do,
Right.
how, I mean, I'd love to talk to either you, Kovar, or someone about just the state of Barrington and the hangmen and all of that, just to,
Yeah,
get in there.
Kovara, and he kind of looks over at Kovara, and as he takes the book over to the side, Kovara kind of steps up and she says, Barrington, I did my best to keep that city under control for as long as I could, and the hangmen just completely took over. Not only that,
Yeah.
but they were able to recruit via threats and kidnapping family members, and they would find whatever they could over someone who seemed physically capable in order to make them join. And they eventually were able to outnumber the Lucian Guard, and then once they officially took over the city, the Animalia revealed themselves as the new council, and they sided with the Kingdom of Tayaroth. The last time you saw the city of Barrington, it has twice that number of soldiers now, a mix of hanged men and Tayarotian soldiers. The Tayarotian soldiers mainly guard the council hall, as they are the better warriors, and the Animalia live there, as well as an ambassador from the Kingdom of Tayaroth. And that's, I don't know, what is there anything else specific that you want to know?
that was mainly it, of just like the state of things, if, it's like a high
Oh yeah, there's
high
there's
patrol, if there's,
high
and you
patrol,
seem
there's
really
a curf-
trustworthy.
yeah,
I
there's
feel like
a-
we have a connection and stuff, so.
you know what? I honestly kind of sense that too.
It's weird, right?
Yeah. No, this is there's a curfew of sundown. No one can be
boo.
back after sundown.
Yeah, that's the bad part, Quinn.
I hate curfews.
Quinn, you know what? Actually, there is a this is actually no, never mind. Sorry.
You little tea.
I know. I'm sorry. And Kovara says, and not only that, but there are raids of houses in order to do anything from a range of getting gold or wealth for the council to getting workers for various projects, whether that be building siege weapons. It's bad.
And are they kind of closed gates? Like, there's no way we can just walk in as visitors, it seems, without, like...
Yeah, I mean, it would be... It's not that the gates are completely closed, but over the last 15 years, people have learned that, let's just say, no one really visits Barrington anymore. Not out of not necessarily being allowed to, but it's just... Well, once you enter Barrington, it's made pretty difficult to leave.
Have any other chosen shown up? Like, made themselves known in the world since we vanished?
No, not really.
Well,
Nice.
and
Still got it. Still got a
just
job.
if this might be a plan for later, does the I don't know if he's referred to as the king or whoever, but does my brother visit Barrington often?
He is still referred as the prince. He apparently didn't have enough ambition to try to take over the throne. But yes, he does visit, especially when he comes for the games. The next one being in a week.
Of course.
Convenient.
And did they say that the king was dead or just not really ruling right now?
He wasn't
Just
dead when you
waiting for it.
disappeared.
Right, but they didn't mention either way when they were saying.
Well, I'm sorry.
Sorry, this is JMO asking before when we were getting the lowdown.
Yeah.
You said that the queen and my brother and Chad's brother were now like the ruling entities.
Yes.
But did I miss that the king was dead? Like my Chad's
Yeah, he's dead.
father?
He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So sad. Anyway,
Yeah, because he was on the verge of death when you disappeared 15 years ago, and so
Yeah.
he's dead now.
I'm not surprised by it, but I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't just like decrepit and just stepped down. But
wearing a
dead.
gold half mask. No.
Yeah.
Hey, Rosie, really quick.
Yeah.
Hey, I know that you're kind of, strapped for resources, and I don't want to impose or anything, but I was wondering if maybe I could ask you to maybe help me, maybe like send possibly maybe a message to like my son, if that's cool or whatever, but not, you don't have to or whatever.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, yeah, whenever you have time.
No, I will.
Thank you.
There's no rush on it, Flint.
Not like we're really going anywhere for a while, I guess. What
are
do
we
you want?
in Barrington right now?
You're like a mile outside, mile and a half outside.
The good news is that whatever we choose to do, everybody thinks that we're dead. So
That's very true, and
It's not good news.
using Chad's visage could also come into advantage.
Oh no, I think we need to make a big show that you're still alive when we have all of our cogs in place.
When it's right.
Yeah,
the
but
right
I
time.
mean, to get into the city, if I just
Chad
show
would be
up
able to
as-
pretend to be his brother without any
Right.
illusion magic that could be detected.
Real
Well, and
Prince
also
and
we
the
can
pauper situation.
we can sow doubt
Yeah.
that, what's his fucking name, Sonny, is any sort of rightful ruler at all. I'm sure that will piss him off and have him make a mistake.
I will say the one benefit, as Guy has said, see, damn it. And it's also, they would say Caligo. One benefit that Caligo has said is that because you are dead, you were a thorn in the side of the hanged men, but that was 15 years ago. I don't think any of the hanged men would really recognize you. Maybe a couple leaders of the Animalia would, but the hanged men themselves, just on the street, probably wouldn't recognize you.
What's going on with the Palladium, Shade?
You're looking at it.
That's
Yikes.
you're it.
Me, Kyvor. And he kind of looks over at the bag. You, Quinn, Caligo.
Thank
What-
you. I never get recognized.
First time.
What happened to them? If it's a more secret society, what happened?
What do you mean?
Were there not more of you spread out across the continent?
There was Fox, Drig, and a few others from Bayhoth,
Yeah.
and someone from Gorahold as well.
Huh.
Everyone's dead. It's not that there weren't more of us, it's that they've been killed.
we were a pretty select group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have done what the Animalia did. They stayed in one place, we spread out, hoping for greater influence. It ended up being our weakness.
I thought you were going to say human sacrifice. Thank God you said something else.
Yeah, you don't want to base your business model off the Animalia, though.
True.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
doing
but
pretty
Quinn
well.
we could kill.
We can't.
Yes, Rosie.
Speaking of Gora Hold, Flint, what did you want me to say to? You said your son.
My son Shale, who is, I guess he's in his 30s now. That's weird. So
This might be hard unless you can describe to me in detail what he looks like. But if he's older, it might
Oh.
be.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Well, he's back when I knew him. He's just a chip off his father's block. He was growing out his big old beard and classic dwarf. He had a hit a growth spurt, so he was taller than me. He used to rib me about that all the time.
Oh, that's funny. All my
Yeah.
kids were taller than me too. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on 1 second. And I'll is there any chairs or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to go off to the side and settle in on a chair. And I really want to do really well with this spell, so maybe I will ask a little guidance.
Okay.
Help with minor illusion, perhaps, if you want to.
Yeah. So this is what we'll do. Flint, you roll a performance check.
Okay. I also have minor illusion, so I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will.
We decided that you can't use minor illusion to holographically.
Yes, the only reason why he's having to roll a performance check is because it's been 15 years. And so it's how accurately can he guess how his son will look.
But we can't do minor illusion to holograph a picture, is what I think Sophie's saying.
Right.
A bust of an individual? Have I said no to that in this?
First campaign, and then
You said that at the beginning of this campaign that we could.
Oh wow. Well, I feel like I've broken that already. I feel like people were sending messages to. Am I wrong?
I think
Not
we've
in
made
this one, I
sketches
don't
and
think.
stuff, but we haven't used minor illusion.
Yeah, I don't think we've used
Too.
minor illusion like that.
Because
Okay.
it's not the detailed image, and you're saying it's a minor illusion of a
I
small
could do
thing.
silent image. I could spend.
Oh yeah, we've done
Oh,
silent
I
image.
think that's what it was. Is I said
Yeah.
I need you to be able to give up
when
a
we
spell
did it to my
slot.
parents, I did.
That's what it
silent
was.
image, I
That's
think.
what it was. Yeah, because
Do
I
a
was
silent image based on my minor image.
Yeah. So
Enhance.
So yeah, so
Silently
we'll
minor
have
image.
you roll a performance check,
He's not a minor anymore.
and then Quinn, if you're willing, is Quinn
Yeah,
willing?
absolutely.
Okay, so what's your performance check?
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yes. And this is going to
Performance.
affect. Go ahead. It's going. Oh. Okay.
16.
16. This is going to affect Rosie's DC. So Rosie's DC is the difference between. That's okay. So above a 15 was going to lower the DC by 1. Because you had high charisma, so I was expecting a little bit of a higher roll. But no, I mean
The shade.
because never mind.
I'm always letting people down.
So Rosie, your DC for this is 19. So I need you to roll a Wisdom plus Proficiency. To see if you can. 19, and you can use
I'm
guidance
gonna
on yourself.
inspire you by just giving you some words of encouragement.
Okay. And that's
You're gonna
another
add D8.
D6 or
Yeah.
D8.
D8.
And it's a wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah.
So that is a 10.
Yeah, so you cast the spell, you lose the spell slot, but you don't feel the you know the spell has failed. It's not like Shayla's missing or dead or whatever, and the spell failed.
Right. I couldn't do it. And there it is. Just Rosie, help me.
It
Rosie,
happens,
help
Rosie.
us.
It
Rosie,
happens.
Rosie, help us. And then you vote me out. And 15 years later, here we are. And now my family's all holed up together, and I don't know how we're gonna get to them. And my child is still a statue. and you all promised you would help. What, Darius?
It's okay. You did everything that you could. It's not your fault that you were gone for 15 years.
Yes, it is.
And
You said it was. Bruce just said it was.
what are you talking about? They would never say
Everyone
such a
has
thing.
said that it's my fault that all of this has happened, okay?
What the fuck happened in that party?
Nobody said that, Rosie.
No.
I know you enough, and I know Brewster enough that they would never say such things like
Well,
that.
they did. Maybe you didn't know them as well as you thought. I saw them with my own eyes. Brewster by that emerald. You coming out of the bag on the boat.
Okay,
Rosie, I think what
Mom.
you're
Yeah, that
seeing-
definitely sounds like a nightmare or like a vision.
No, I was awake. I was just chilling.
But
Okay,
even
but
still,
you realize
Rosie, I mean,
Brewster's dead, right?
Yeah, I'm aware, and it's my fault.
But you couldn't have talked to Brewster if Brewster is dead, Mom.
I think what you're seeing and what you told me you've been seeing is something else. I mean, God of lies, who knows? But I wouldn't believe a word any of those images have been saying, and those aren't who you think they are.
Rosie, from behind Chad, as he's talking, you see Brewster just leaning over his shoulder and smiling.
There he is. There's old Brucey boy.
Everyone
Tell
turns
him,
around
Brewster.
and looks. None of
Tell him how you told them it was my fault.
How long have you been having these?
Brewster
dreams?
Brewster just puts a finger up to his mouth and then kind of fades away.
Rosie, can I just real quick? Can I see your glass?
My what?
Your glass, the thing you use to look at things.
Well, sure, but you're not a seer, so
I know, but I'm just playing
don't
with
drop
an
it.
idea.
If you break
It
it,
could-
I swear to
I'm
doom.
not gonna break it.
I will say you've also had that dagger.
Yeah.
I had a dagger that was cursed, didn't do nice
wow.
things.
Curious,
all been
I-
cursed.
They had
hope-
weapons that were cursed. Morton
Mhm.
and May. I mean,
Hmm,
maybe
you're
the
right.
staff, maybe the dagger.
Can you
Could be
can Quinn?
influencing
Can you
you.
tell?
Maybe. I mean, I can look at those. Maybe. I don't want to tell you what to do. Maybe relinquish that dagger to somebody else. Maybe somebody else can carry the burden for you.
Let me see if I can, just for fun, see anything through the glass. And I look at Rosie to see if I can see anything through it.
This looks like a cloudy glass.
Right, yeah.
Is there a mirror in here?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm gonna snatch it
Uh-huh.
rudely from,
I was
more-
already handing it back to you. That's weird. I don't
and
know
I'll
why
walk
you-
over to the mirror and see if I can.
Just like last time, you see a rising sun behind you.
Oh, beautiful. Still got it.
What do
Um,
you see, Rosie?
Ah, brilliance.
The
one true.
Do you
The
see
one
anything,
true God.
Do you see anything purple?
Dune.
No, just
Purple.
golden radiance of delight and joy.
So
Thank
Right.
you.
Can I see
I'm
that
still with
dagger,
you, and-
Rosie? Can I take a look at it?
I don't want anyone else to carry this burden.
I mean, I've still got a cursed
Well,
weapon on my hip,
that's
and
fine.
I've been doing fine. I mean, relatively. I've still got a cursed ring on. I think.
Oh.
I think it's cursed.
It is.
So I guess
can put it in my bag
Shale
of
didn't
holding.
pick up, or
I said I didn't get anything.
oh, good.
Sorry. I'm
It's
sorry
o-
for the oh
No,
gosh, now
it's
I'm
o-
in.
It's
oh
okay.
boy.
No, I really appreciate you trying, and maybe it just wasn't meant to be in this moment. But I'm sure he's okay somewhere.
I'll reluctantly
Rosie,
We gotta
hand.
go to Gorehold's at some point in time, so
Yeah.
we can go find out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rosie, I think you should give the dagger to Quinn and let him put it in his bag of holding. Just for like a day or two, just to see if you feel better.
See how you
Yeah.
feel.
And I'm happy to hold it and see if I start seeing things and tell you guys, and then we know if it's the dagger, you know.
Me as well. I've got cursed items on me, and they've only affected
Well, maybe we
me
shouldn't
and being
add more
suspicious of-
curses to your
Yeah.
cursed
I
item.
mean,
You
I'm
can also
really nice.
identify it and maybe see if something's up.
The worst thing I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
is
If you can,
suspicious of
I don't
May.
know if it shows up with curses.
No.
What if we
There's
just
some-
destroy it?
There's some curses that
Okay.
If you destroy it, you'll destroy the key to Malar and locking him away.
Right.
Kyvor
Oh,
says
we
over
know
on the
that?
side.
Sorry,
Do
I
it-
was thinking about my family when you were talking about that. I apologize. I'll hand it reluctantly to Quinn.
Yeah.
But before I let go of it, I like use it to like pull, like jerk his arm closer to me. And I'll say, "Don't you dare fuck around with this."
I would never.
And I'll hand it to him.
Did anybody else think she was going to stab him for that?
She was gonna stab me.
Good
I'll
call.
cast identify on
guys
it
too.
just to see.
Like, there's curses that we just carry inside us. It's been a long, hard few weeks for y'all, and
Few
Really?
years.
15
Through a
years.
lot. Well, I mean, yeah, 15 years, but also, I mean, like, in the relative time that y'all have been together.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, so we could have picked. That's not true. I get tested all the time. There's no way we could have just picked up random curses as we were going through without us knowing.
Tested.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you on the
probably for everybody to get tested once every 3 months or so, or I could add a new cursed item to your.
Oh, I like that. That sounds good and very ethical.
Yeah.
The Blade of Guvar, you get a strong sense of evocation magic, which you assume is what gives it the ability to do the necrotic damage. You get a ping of enchantment magic, which is what makes you think gives it the ability to seek lightning or seek Rusifta. And you feel a darkness with this blade. It is not. I mean, you don't know what it is. You don't know how it works. You don't know the details. But this is a cursed blade.
Something's not good.
Yeah.
Something's blocking me from seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something's not right with this. I'm gonna put it. I'll
Can you use that lens on your dagger? Have you ever done that?
Well, Morton, I think that you don't understand what the lens is.
No, not at all. Not at all. It is not the thing that I've got.
It helps me see chosen and who has chosen them.
I mean, who's to say something like a dagger can't be sentient and is a chosen item of somebody? I mean, if the dagger is making you see sentient beings that are no longer alive,
but
and gods are alive,
tied to people.
Yeah, it's just
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
My dagger wasn't alive, but it was making me have.
I mean, I
dragon
can try.
scales, you know.
You ate a bug off of a man for a power move. Don't talk to me about dumb decisions.
Matthew walks back in the room. Oh man!
Matthew, no, Matthew, I run after.
I'm just saying as a possibility. I don't know how it works. I don't know how any of this works. I just prayed for the first time in my life. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to be helpful. Yeah, my knees still smell like shit because of that.
I could get rid of that really easy, but I choose not to.
No, I have the ability. I press it. I forget that I have prestidigitation. Fucking use it.
Amazing.
So just Shade, you mentioned, and know that my family's imprisoned.
Yes.
Why can't I send them this letter? It'll just appear on their person. It's not like a big beacon of like they received a message kind of thing. So
basically, I just wanted to make sure you knew the situation before you sent it, in case you said like where you were, what was going on, because they might be watching them and they might grab it from.
That makes sense. Okay, I'll be vague, but I'm gonna go right.
Yeah, no, totally. I just want to make sure you knew the sitch.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah. I just wanted to also make sure that you weren't like.
Oh.
I'm just gonna right. Just like find a little like corner and just be like,
what do I say?
Just like hold the parchment for a very long time.
Yeah, the cursor is blinking.
Yeah.
Eric has a question.
Yes, Eric.
I just want to make sure I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So Tayaroth and Behoth are at war.
Yes.
Do we know why they're at war? Is Tayaroth like been taken over by the Animalia and they're trying to?
No, so this is like the Cold War that was happening at the very beginning of the campaign. So they were already starting to be at war because of, I mean, what countries are usually at war for? Land, money, gold. The Behothian Empire and the Kingdom of Tayaroth were the two strongest entities on the continent of Tayaroth. And so and also the Elven Kingdom of Tayaroth are the descendants of like elves whose beliefs were that elves were superior to the other species and that they should eradicate the other species. And so there was like bad blood there for just like over a millennia. And then trade routes and money started coming into play. And so there was like a little bit of a Cold War. And then a group of assassins from the Kingdom of Tayaroth assassinated Duke Alistair Corvo, aka you guys did that in a one-shot. And then it started heating up a little bit over 15 years ago. But with the death of the king and with the queen and her half-brother ruling the kingdom, the Kyvor and the rest would kind of give you this too, is like they it seems like the king of Tayaroth was the only thing stopping like an all-out war from happening. And he obviously had relations with a human, so he didn't have the views that a lot of his people did. But it seems like his daughter and son do have those views, and so there's like this. Now it's like the gloves are off, so now let's actually go to war, kind of a thing.
So we're on the side of Beothuk because Chad's brother and sister are leading Tayaroth, so we want to fight them, right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah, and
Like,
also
you know,
just because
racism.
like and the racism, and also because Beothuk isn't perfect, but at this point it's almost a war of self-defense. It's like if they don't go to war, they're just going to be taken over.
And then mine and Emily's parents and family absconded to Barrington are now on the Tayaroth side.
Correct.
Got it.
Because the Animalia and the Tayaroth have now come together.
Add racist to the list of Silver Step crimes. All right.
Well, and I mean that also kind of alludes to the amount of manipulation that's going on, because they are so willingly able and ready to side with a group of elves who probably don't see them as equals, but is willing to throw gold and resources at them, which in the end is really all the Animalia cares about. But also, I mean, you don't know this, but like maybe the Animalia just thinks that this is a means to an end, and with the resources of the Tayaroth, they can bring back the returning, and then Tayaroth will be wiped off the face of the earth. So, but as of right now, it does seem that two enemies have kind of become one here.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It'll clarify for the viewers too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but I could use a drink. I didn't get to drink, I guess, for 15 years, but you all did. So I could use a glass of something stiff.
I got a
Do you
bunch
have
of
anything?
booze.
I was gonna say
Mhm.
Do you?
Yeah. I bought a lot of it.
Yeah.
I cradle my wine that
It's
Morgan
nice
got
and
me.
aged.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's I would love to sit down before, the end of the world, as it seems.
Absolutely.
And have a drink with everybody in this room, you included, Shade and Kavara, and I guess Galbrick, since you've turned over a new leaf.
Gilbrooks kind of looks at his brother and sister.
I mean, I don't know about a new leaf, but it's definitely a silver step in the right direction. Let's
Oh,
get that
God.
for everybody.
It's really funny, Quinn.
I don't know if I want to
thought
drink
it
now, but I will.
I thought it again and right.
Kyvor just kind of like raises his hand from the other side and be like, "Oh, I'll be reading, and it just continues.
All right. Do you still want the history of Melar's world?
Sure, yeah. Then he just puts a hand up.
I didn't take it back.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Yep. Good, thanks. And he just continues to read.
I will want it back though.
Yeah, sure.
It's pretty cool. Lord. Somebody open the wine. This is a lot. Anybody? Do we want to talk about anything else before
I'll
we?
mage hand a bottle as it goes around everybody's cups.
Amazing. Anybody who wants wine can get some. We cut to the outside of the shack. As Flint, you've caught up with Matthew now.
I was like, why?
I thought we were about to get attacked.
As you turn the side of the shack, you see him.
Hey,
hey.
I was so out of line back there. I didn't
No,
realize.
listen, man. You're not the first person to kill one of my friends, so it's okay. I understand they're not the same way for everybody. I get a little bit too attached. I mean, they all have a lifespan of, max of like a month. So I'm always pretty emotional.
It must be difficult. And like, I'm just rethinking my cultural choices. Like, we eat bugs all the time in Gorehole, and it's like those bugs have families probably. I don't know anything about bugs really, but I assume.
You know what? I will admit, it's there's something different between me and my bugs. But yeah, man. I mean, they all come from somewhere,
Well, are you have a family anywhere? Or are you just out here by yourself?
My mom, she's who I used to have. She's gone now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But about 3 days before she died, I was finally able to buy her a house. so that was nice.
I give him a hug. Oh man, yeah. You know, I'm a father, and it's like they grow up so fast.
Yeah.
Grow up so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't even talked to my son in 15 years, and I'm like,
that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I don't
sorry
want to
about
pressure
that.
Rosie because it seems like she's going through a lot, but
who's Rosie?
Rosie is the gnome that, you know, the motherly figure.
Oh yeah. I really could.
She's great.
Maybe I should talk to her.
I mean, look, I know she's in the market
for a child.
Yeah,
I am 55 years old.
I don't think that matters.
Okay.
From what I could tell.
Okay. Well, hey, I really, you know what? Many people have killed my bugs, and literally none of them have ever apologized. So,
really? I
will say you didn't do it in a way that was so blatant. I've never seen such an atrocity, but I appreciate it. I mean, you just in like icon, yeah. But
yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I give him a handshake.
He shakes your hand, and it's a pretty firm handshake, but then like 2 or 3 cockroaches like crawl up on your hand and like start going up your sleeve.
Okay, I just kind of put my hand in my pocket.
Okay.
Good. And then I go, all right, I gotta hit the old toilet, so.
Why are you gonna hit a toilet?
Oh, it's a dwarven saying, don't worry. Just slap him on the back, and I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And sadly expend 3 charges for my staff.
Okay, that's where we're gonna take a bio break.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
So don't go anywhere because we're not. Stand up and get some water and maybe stretch a little bit, but we will return. So don't go anywhere. Luckily, I had you muted for that. Welcome back from the break. It's been 15 years.
Damn it.
So, our party is now in the shack of the measly resistance to the city of Barrington. Drinking their problems away is where we left off.
Yeah, I'm taking a big sip. Every sip.
This wine has aged so marvelously, Morton.
Oh, this
it
is
seems
not
stronger.
wine.
I do know
mine is, I think.
Yes, no, it really is wine.
Yeah, Morton specifically got a bottle of wine for
Mel.
I'm not drinking wine.
I'm still obviously not drinking, but like finishing up the letter.
Yes, yeah. So what do you
say now?
Yeah, do you wanna?
Yeah, so I write, and I make sure like it's not like addressed to mom or like anything on the top.
Okay.
It's just, I'm sorry I haven't contacted sooner. I wasn't able to. I'm okay. I haven't changed much. It's weird. I know what's happened. I'm gonna get you, all of you. I'll let you know it's me. You'll know. And that's it. As vague as I could possibly have it.
Yeah. It takes a minute, but you get a response back. It is not in your mother's handwriting.
Oh, God.
It is in a handwriting that you don't really recognize, but looks pretty similar to your mother's. But then as you read, you see that it says, "Hey, sis."
Hey, bro.
Yeah, hey, bro, sorry.
Hey, sis.
Hey, sis. Hey, big bro.
Petrus?
I can't believe you're okay. I never faltered. Mom and Dad here, not doing good. Hope to see you soon. And, you know, the last time you saw your sister's handwriting, it looked a little bit, you know, childish.
What,
but
8?
this is the handwriting of a grown woman.
Jeez.
Actually, I think technically your sister's older than you in age. Isn't that true?
If she was,
She was
Chad, how old even
8,
is
right?
Chad? 8. 8 plus 15 is how much?
23.
23.
No, because Chad
Okay.
was 27.
Oh, okay, okay.
Is 27.
Very close in age to you, though, now.
Yeah.
Oh god. Gonna have a complex.
Yep. So yeah, Chad just like will be like in the group but not drinking, not really participating, celebrating, just kind of probably reading that over and over like 12 times.
Flint, you gotta try these potatoes with the bugs.
I think, hey,
There's something
everyone,
about it.
I was going to say to the group, maybe we should lay off the bugs just for tonight.
Just for tonight?
Pains me to say
Man,
that.
That's
but
disappointing. I was really looking forward to some bugs.
I
No,
know.
don't.
You're,
Why are you lying like that? No, you fucking weren't.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you a little bit.
Yeah, we've been traveling together for. Well, I mean,
15 years and a few months.
Well, we'll not. I don't think we should count the 15 years. I think that's a little.
I'm counting them.
Well, Morton, you can't deny the existence of the passage of time, okay?
You're
Let
my
me
oldest
just tell
friend, Morton.
you, this potato is dirty. It's blurred
What?
out.
I'm your oldest friend, Quinn.
I mean, we've been
No,
friends
I'm
for
the
over
oldest
15
friend.
years now.
I mean, but I wasn't even with you in the mansion. I was stuck in some weird ethereal state as a captive or something.
Do you all remember when Morton died?
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess
That-
that was 15 years ago, so
yeah, so
you've had a
stop
lot of
bringing
time
it
to
up.
process.
He's
Everyone-
not stop bringing it up for 15 years.
Everyone can fuck off with that. Everyone can fuck off with that. It's been not that long.
15 years.
Yes, but did anybody feel like they experienced 15 years? Anybody in here? Except for I look over at the NPCs.
They're all looking at you like, yes.
I'm not
Obviously.
including you all. I mean,
Yeah, I guess that's right.
amongst us. I mean, for me, it felt like a couple of hours, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
Flint
it's-
finally looks his age, I guess.
Thank you.
why did you just say before that?
I was thinking of what to say.
Did you just ask someone why they said
Well, here's the thing. Flint has been known to
sneak off and use an item.
You don't know me.
No, we do because you admitted it to us. You remember that?
You did be saying that you. Oh gosh, sorry. Hang on.
You did be saying. How much wine have you had? Right?
This whole bottle is almost gone.
Wow.
Yeah, it only took me 15 years to finish it.
Yeah, it's crazy that Rosie's drinking a lot
Oh.
now.
I don't feel any different having given Quinn that dagger.
You
To
look
be honest,
happier.
Have you seen
a little bit.
anything?
have I?
Me or Rosie?
Rosie.
Rosie,
Have
is
I
that-
seen anything?
No.
Could I see? Could I try to see something?
No.
Squint super
No.
hard.
Quinn, have you taken the time to attune to the dagger?
I mean, if we've been sitting around, I'm
No.
planning on it.
Well, I thought you put it in your bag of holding.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
Well, Quinn is
I
known
will-
to just.
I do
fuck with
plan on
things.
doing it.
Okay.
But if I have it, I wouldn't do it in front of everybody looking
Okay,
at the
yeah.
dagger.
Well, yeah,
Chad
Chad
attuning-
did offer to do that if you would rather that.
I do
You're
it
not
for
gonna
you.
force it, but
Attuning with a friend is a lot more fun than attuning by yourself.
Sounds exciting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Edmund kind of like hits his mug on the table a couple times. Excuse me. I do. I just want to say something. I know that I'm kind of the representation of distrust in this group, and
Yep.
as unfortunate as that is for me, because I barely had any control over what was going on, I do understand it. But just as I said before to Rosie, apparently 15 years ago, I say that to you again. And Chad, Rain, say that to you as well now. whatever I can do in my power to help you and your families, I will do so, as long as you will have me. I just kind of wanted to say that.
Thank you for saying that.
everyone.
Cheers.
You're welcome. Cheers.
Yeah, do you want some of this?
Appreciate it.
I'm good with the water for now. Thank you, though. After having your mind fucked with for as long as mine has been, I don't really want to continue that trend anytime soon.
Feels like mind and soul and body for you. It was really all three.
Oh,
Hey, just Kyvor, how's the things going? Just like percentage wise.
I've got good news and bad news.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Bad
Yeah,
news.
first. Is there any balancing news?
I
in the
think
middle?
that the returning has been inactive or active for longer than we thought. Perhaps we should put away those feelings of regret for releasing Cyric, as I fear that Cyric is not the only deity that has been released in these past 15 years.
oh good.
This good news better be freaking good.
There was an eruption at Mount Wovra
Okay.
5 years ago. And actually, here, I'll show you.
Is this still the bad news?
Yes.
That did not sound like good.
The eruption at Wovra is said to be the sign of the returning of Talos, the god of storms. So that's not great.
Talos the Unary?
I'm sorry?
Talos the Unary?
What?
That's a reference that I thought more people would get.
All right. Anyway. Also, there's been some mysterious activity at the Abyssal Eye, which, according to this book, is the place where Umberlee has been banished, the goddess of the sea.
Was it given the name Abyssal Eye before or after the weird things that happened there?
Or
Well,
I've been wanting to go to that place since I saw it on the map.
Yeah.
I
now,
was
the
just looking at that today.
the good news is there are also several details of other deities that could be pulled back from the calling. Malachi, the goddess of nature and animals, apparently there is a artifact of hers in the city of Livaria that once held by one of her chosen has the power to bring her back.
One of her chosen?
Yes, which we happen to have amongst us.
Yeah.
Maywin. Also, there's a couple of deities that we don't know the chosen of that can technically be brought back. In Old Gora, there's said to be a tomb of Mistra, the goddess of magic, that can apparently be returned to us.
So she's a real bitch.
Surprised that you've heard that.
Sorry, I've been drinking.
This is an Old Gora?
Old Gora, yes.
Used to take field trips there as in high school.
And then there is the tomb of Selûne in the Wanla Isles to the south. That is apparently a similar to Malachi. There is a artifact there that once held by one of the chosen can be returned.
Where is that?
Wanla Isles is in the south of Tayaroth, south of Fishar, and south of the Abyssal Eye.
And it was the tomb of who?
Selûne.
Selûne.
Selun.
I have a question. What form typically does like Talos take?
Talos doesn't usually appear on the material plane. but his effect is seen in incredibly dangerous storms. Storm giants tend to be made from Talos, as well as thunderbirds, and they are quite dangerous.
Would Talos have any sway on things that might have happened at sea in a more like a swirling mass of something that might, shipwreck things?
Perhaps.
I mean, has Talos ever been described in sort of a similar to kind of a
Talos has never really been seen on the material plane.
What are you getting at, Morton?
Well, there was oh God, I hope she's still alive. But right before we all went under, as it were, Xena was telling me a story about something that had happened to some friends of hers. The details are a little muddy, but something very similar to a entity of storms wiped out people that she cared about, and it looks strikingly similar to
The thing that you've seen over Flint.
yes, and the thing.
I've seen it before. It's not Talos.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How do
Is
you
it
know?
you, Edmund?
It's one of the ancient primordials.
And are they not similar to the gods in any way? I mean,
No,
the god of
they're
nature,
separate
god of
entities.
life.
Huh.
All right.
Edmund, don't you have two of those? Yeah.
No, I just have the one. Oh, you're talking about Lucas. Lucas had one as well.
Oh, he wait, what?
Lucas had one of these. One of these. I have, and you see that Edmund brings out like a vase urn, similar to what Flint has, except it is a like grayish blue.
So who's the fourth? I mean, it makes if we've got.
Kyvor says the ancient primordial air is who's left. There was 4 ancient primordials: earth, fire, water, air.
Captain Planet.
No, that's
There is
Hans.
one heart, yeah. Edmund, question for you.
Yeah.
Can you like go inside your urn?
No, that's not something I'm.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you and I have spent enough time together. I do feel like our abilities, while granted by the same entities, are they manifest in different ways.
Okay. Do you ever feel like this is a burden in some ways?
Yes.
You ever thought about just taking it off and throwing it down a well?
I have.
You have thrown it down a well, or you've thought about it?
I have not thrown it down a well, but off a cliff.
Came back to you?
The next day.
Okay. Cool. No problem.
Have you tried to get rid of it, Flint?
I've really just only embraced it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Edmund kind of like describes his abilities a little bit, and narratively, I'm not quite sure what it would sound like, but mechanically, you are a warlock. He is a sorcerer.
I wonder what would happen if I had both necklaces on.
I'm pretty sure the very next morning it would appear on my necklace, my neck again. People have
Maybe
tried
we
to
should-
take the burden from me before.
Maybe we should just experiment. I'm also a primordial.
I'd rather
mage.
not.
Gotta open your mind.
No.
This is a
I mean,
very dangerous entity that we're talking about. My ship, my crew, we were taken down exactly as Morton said. Xeno happened to her, and I awoke on an island the next day with this around my neck. I had no choice in it. And yes, it's given me some abilities, but it's also been a struggle to deal with. Rosie, what's up?
Just whenever I get a chance, I wanted to have a conversation with May,
Okay, yeah.
but she's gone, so I
Yeah. Yeah.
Aren't you curious though, Edmund, like what this is all about? And
Of course
if
I
there's-
am. But I just don't know if. I just want us to be careful about it, Flint. I don't want us to treat it like it's a class experiment.
All right.
But I do feel like we should talk about it. Maybe compare, experiences.
Yeah. I can do this. I go into my cigar room.
Oh, wow. That's very cool. I can, I can do this, and he kind of like gestures outside if you'll like go with him.
Okay. I go.
You go with him, and the stormy cloud above him in a 20-foot radius clears, and the sun begins to shine down.
Cool.
It's not
That
bad,
is
right?
cool.
Way more useful, Flint.
While I'm standing outside with him, I put my arm on his shoulder and I say, "Listen, just for one night, and see what happens. I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
Ooh, what is that saving throw?
DC 15 Wisdom.
That's an 18 on the die.
Oh.
And it's no modifier.
All right. Okay, fine, no problem. Just
Did you just cast a spell on me, Flint?
I did. I just.
Why
think
are you
that-
wanting to do this so bad?
I just
You could just
think
talk
that-
to me. I'm your friend.
But you're just being a little stubborn about it, you know?
You think I'm being a prude?
I don't think you're being a prude. I think that you are potentially neglecting us from information about this that would be helpful. I'm trying to figure out who I am and what's going on here, and you just feels like you want to keep that all to yourself for what?
What? How am I keeping it to myself? I'm not asking you for yours.
Well, maybe I should give you mine for days.
All right,
Can I help
fine. You give me your necklace first. If it truly is just about finding out more information, then that won't bother you, right?
Let me sleep on it.
All right, yeah, for sure. Kyvor, while this is happening, kind of says, and if there could be considered any further good news, it would just be that apparently in other tombs, like the ones that I've described, more books like these could be found, which could lead us to other tombs, maybe for deities that you are chosen for.
Another question. If we don't have the chosen at this tomb, can we do anything?
I think the chosen, for certain people, it's hard to tell. It's written not in a language I don't understand, but just in a style that is different. It's a little bit more illusory and it's filled with illusions and kind of riddles. It seems that some deities require a chosen, some don't. Some it just makes it easier. But at the very least, if there's more information in these tombs, it makes it worth the search.
That's fair. Well, I mean, at least in besides Barrington, it seems Lavaria makes the most sense. But
From what I'm seeing here, and Edmund kind of points at the map on the table, it seems that getting the ruby and getting Chad's family is priority number one. We then go to Gora Hold via Lavaria to stop Malar, maybe at least put a little bit of a roadblock in their way. And then from Gora Hold, maybe Old Gora or maybe anywhere else.
yeah.
What's significant about the eruption?
The eruption, the book says, signifies the return of Talos, the god of storm. If that's actually what happened, you don't know. It's just what the book says.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Seems our path is
got our
unfortunately clear.
to-do list. Break it down into subtasks now and figure out how we get into Barrington.
Tackle them one by one.
Yeah, I think.
Is Gelbrick still here?
Yeah, he's just drinking quietly.
Have you? How are the Silver Steps faring? Like, our mom and dad are on the council of Barrington.
Yeah, they've
Still evil as shit.
You were right 15 years ago when we talked about how
Don't talk when that.
about how maybe they didn't know how involved they were. But I have to tell you that they do now care. And
I didn't think they would.
And they do officially know that I'm no longer with them. Not with the Resistance. Or not with them, I'm with the Resistance.
What about the other? What about our siblings?
They're all with them.
What do they think happened to us?
Maywen, I'm so sorry. I don't think they care.
That's fair.
They didn't have like a funeral or something, parade in the streets. Shut down the city for a couple days.
Well, Fallen erected a
Maybe
statue of
statues.
Alexander Nightshade.
They did what now?
What?
Fallen has a statue of Alexander Nightshade at the stadium.
No,
Well, I know what number one stop is. Got bumped
Chad
up
is like
on
a
the list.
little bit pissed about that. And the champion, and
Is it bigger than Chad's statue?
It's not, I don't know if it's bigger, but it's in the stadium.
All right.
Oh, like the first thing you see when you like walk in?
Not the first thing, no.
Is there a statue of the
The
temple?
first thing you see is like other doors, probably.
Oh my god.
Imagine how much someone will pay to see Alexander Nightshade after 15
Oh,
years.
the price just went way up.
Oh,
Reunion show.
Morton,
live,
what's
got
up?
night
some
only.
planning to
I-
do.
I'm just putting it in the docket because Rosie wants to talk to me.
Yes.
I would like to talk to Rosie after Rosie talks to me.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get these.
Everybody tells us.
Let's get these side conversations going. So at a point that is plausible to do so, Rosie, you pull Maywin aside.
Hello, Maywin.
Hi, Rosie. Are you okay?
Yes,
I
would
feel
you
like I
some-
ask you that every time I see you.
Yeah, I'm still okay. I'm always gonna be okay. As far as you know, nothing can shake me.
It's okay to not be okay, you know?
No,
I'm definitely right in this moment, not okay.
That's cool for you. Listen, I have to say something.
Okay.
I think you are very lovely, and I'm sorry that Batty is not here. I know how hard it can be to... Oh, this sounded a lot better in my head earlier when I thought about having this conversation, and I
This
was
is
working
great.
myself up. But we just don't talk very much, and I thought, you know, woman to woman in this group of just real dudes, you know. It reminds me of my youth, and just there's so many men around, and nobody wants that. You know, nobody's asking for that. And
I mean,
so I just
yeah.
thought we haven't really connected as women, strong, independent women. And we have people, and what a baddie's not a people, but I don't want baddie's not a thing. An organic being.
Yeah.
And we just have those, and they're not here with us, and our heart is in there, and it's just hard. And I just wanted to say that I see that, and this is just going as well as any conversation with you I've ever had. So
Yeah. Thank you, Rosie. And I that's nice, because I liked when you were teaching me how to knit, and then things got really crazy, and I feel like
crazy.
I feel like I would like to hang out again.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always hanging out, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe after this nonsense of 15 years. You know, listen, I've been alive a long time, and I know I say that as much as Morton says that he's been dead, but I think that 15 years isn't really that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. And especially because time froze and we didn't age, so it's not like...
That's true.
I think this is going to be good for us. I think that it's going to really come into play. And I think... Yeah, I just love you, and I think that since your parents are bad, if you, I don't know where Tommy is. I was gonna adopt him. I just keep losing track of all these children from the very beginning of my life. I just keep losing children. This is crazy.
I'm sorry, but I do love you, and I'm an adult. But if I could have you adopt me, I would. Does that mean anything?
It does. Yeah.
I don't know if Quinn would.
I don't want to adopt Quinn. No,
that's okay.
He's a wonderful person, but
we have our own things.
Yeah,
it's okay.
He reminds me a lot of and don't tell him I said this. Like, come here, and I like look around, make sure Quinn's not listening.
Yeah.
He reminds me a little of a young Darius. And so I think maybe he's got some work to do in, like, finding himself, I guess.
That's probably true, yeah.
Yeah.
And me too, though, I mean.
Yeah. Huh.
He's good, though. Quinn's good.
Okay.
You guys know that.
I love him. I love that little musician man. Little music man. He's a music man.
He is a music man.
Oh, wow.
He's a what?
Oh, I think I had too much wine.
I
think I should be done.
At the end of this,
take the rest.
As this conversation starts to wind down, Morton walks up.
Oh, hey, Morton. I'm giving Maywin the rest of your wine. No offense.
No, that's okay. It was yours. You can do with it as you please. Thank you.
And I pat him, as far as I can get up.
Yeah.
I lower my face for it because I'm like tipsy, but certainly not drunk.
Yeah.
I'm curious, and it might just be because of everything that's going on and the talk of chosens and all of that. But
yeah.
Have you looked at the people we are in a room with your glass?
No. I haven't. Oh, pardon me.
I did
that on purpose, but it still shocked me.
Yeah, no, it was a good one. Solid like 6 out of 10.
You should have heard me back in my heyday. I could really get rowdy.
Oh, really? Yes, but I would love to see if you see anything on any of our compatriots.
Yeah, I'll pull out the lens is the word for this. And I'll look at first I'll look at Kovara.
Kovara, you don't see anything around Kovara?
Nothing for Kovara. As if I'm reporting back from like a scouting mission.
Yeah.
And then
I'm gonna save you some time here.
None of them?
None of them.
So I'll look at Kyvor next. No, I'm kidding.
But nothing on
nothing
any of them?
for anybody. No, chosens are very few and far between. Maybe even in this world. Ooh, pardon me, that was a big one.
It's all right. That's right. I was just curious, and to be honest, Rosie, I'm just a little paranoid now that we've had the god of lies introduced to us.
Yeah. Does it stress you out to be so suspicious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredibly stressful, but it now that I've looked in the face of, I guess, chaotic evil, it feels like I need to be suspicious and paranoid. I was like that in my old life, but I could run away from that. You
Yeah.
know, in case, you know, as a boundary or as anything. It just yeah, we're in the shit now. So
I'll take his hands and like pull him down close to my face, and I'll say, "Well, Morton, are you listening to me?"
in unwaveringly so. You have my undivided attention.
Beautiful. Presence is everything.
Yes.
When you hit rock bottom, the only place you can go is up. And so I think really this means the only place that we can go right now is up. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the exact opposite of Dune Cyric? Their symbols are very similar.
Whoa. That's a great question. I guess yes, on the sliding scale of gods. A 1 would be Dune, obviously, because look at him. And then on the other end, yeah, chaotic evil, lawful good.
Just seems like they might be more connected than we realize at this point.
I should probably ask Dune about this. Maybe I'll go talk to him.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Rosie. Sorry for dumping that on you.
You're a good boy, Morton.
I certainly try to be. Oh, I need to. And as I turn to walk away from Rosie, I'm like, I just need to come to terms with I think my parents might actually be trying to do the right thing, but I'm not. So they might be funding Tira. And I'm like, as mumbling to myself as I walk away.
Yeah.
I'm standing behind Morton like I'm in line to see Rosie.
Oh, come on over.
Hey, how's it going? I got you a rock. I hand you a rock. This is limestone. Underneath Barrington, deep below, there's limestone. So someone must have brought it up from nearby mine. I think it's kind of cool. So
I'll grab it and like immediately affix it to my cane with like all of the little baubles next to the emerald.
Love it.
I love it. Thank you.
Hey Rosie, I just like cast a spell on Edmund, and I also ate that bug in front of Matthew, and I think I'm like kind of losing it a little bit. Just like
welcome to the club, my friend.
Yeah.
I don't feel any different ever since Quinn took that dagger. I still feel royally fucked.
I mean, yeah, I feel royally fucked too. But I'm sorry to bother you, and I don't want to do this like all the time, but if you could like spare another spell slot.
Well,
if you have it.
Which one? What, you want a message?
Yeah.
To who?
Well, I mean, I was hoping maybe we could, if it's not work with Shale, maybe we could do it to my ex-wife, and maybe she would know. I just want to know if he's all right, you know?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. Her name is Marble. She's got a big, long, braided beard.
Oh, she sounds lovely.
Yeah, she was beautiful, but
what color?
Bright red.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just yeah.
This is a DM question. I feel something about this feels like I have seen her, or like a visage of her or something, or maybe was that just a description of like Matt's dream?
Maybe it was a description of Matt's dream, because I don't think that. Yeah, because he did see his ex-wife in that drug-induced.
Cool. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Cool. Just wanted to make sure before I made him continue to. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you could just kind of ask about Shale and just like slip in a couple of things about how cool and great I am.
I'll like burrow down.
Yeah.
And like think of just a female version of Flint.
Yeah.
Minus the like gray streaks.
Yeah.
And just like
Yeah, for sure. The spell succeeds. So what do you say?
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So I will say...
It's just a female Flint.
Hi! This is Rosie. I am a colleague of Flint. How are you? Flint is so cool and loves his son and will be back. Okay, I sent it.
Hi? Is this some kind of prank? My ex-husband is dead. I don't appreciate this. He was a good man. And a good father. And doesn't deserve this.
Okay, do you want the good news first or the bad news first?
Bad news, definitely the bad news.
Bad news, she definitely thinks you're dead and that was a prank.
Okay, well, towards the end of our marriage, she also thought I was kind of dead.
Oh, well, the good news is that she thought you were a great husband and a great father.
A good man and a good father. She did not say he was a great
good husband and a great father.
Oh, she said that?
She definitely said those things in some fashion.
Okay.
Definitely the good father part. Something about...
Did she confirm the aliveness of Shale in any way?
Oh, shoot.
But
talk to me tomorrow. We'll
okay.
schedule tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
I
gotta go to bed.
Yeah, me too. Got a lot to think about.
Roll an insight check, Rosie.
Oh, God. That is an 18.
You don't know for sure, but as a mother who has lost her children, that did not sound like the voice of a mother who had lost her children.
Fair. I think Shale is fine. Flint, I don't think you need to worry.
All right, thank you. No, that's the only message I'll need until we go to Gorehold, and I will. I had a studio apartment there for a while before I went adventuring, and I'm still actually paying the lease on it. But I'll show you guys. I had a couple of posters on the wall, and I had a mini fridge near the TV.
Ooh.
It was going really well for me right before I went adventuring. So
yeah, you can get back to it.
Yeah. I like only ate yogurt.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, but look at me now. Thank you,
Look at
Rosie.
you now. You're getting paper. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think Matthew wants to be adopted.
You should adopt him.
Oh, I was kind of thinking. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. One's enough for me, and I'm an absent father, so I'm barely doing anything.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done.
Okay. Oh.
I think I gotta figure out this you situation, and Maywin just rejected me, and I don't think that I can handle it anymore.
Okay. I understand that. He's also covered in bugs, which is not the cast aspersions, but I'll break the news to him, I think.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
thank
nice.
you.
Good night,
good
Flint.
night. Good night,
Yeah.
Rosie.
And I'll go to sleep. Curl up with my wine bottle. Oh wait, no, I gave it to me.
What were you gonna say, Chad?
I was gonna say Chad wants to talk to Quinn.
Okay, yeah. Easily enough.
I'm just staring at the dagger.
Probably when May's talking to Rosie, so it could be private, but he's not being secretive by any means about what he's saying. And he walks up to Quinn and is kind of tapping a piece of paper on his own hand, clearly a little nervous about it.
What's up, Chadwick?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna just slide this under your door because I I wanted to say these things, but I didn't know how, and so I took some of the paper from Rosie, and I just wrote like some things on it, and you can tell like even on both sides if it's like folded in half, but both sides like just scrawls and scribbles of just like this and then it's crossed out and like rewrote, and it doesn't actually have a lot of actual words on it. It's mostly scribbles and redos. And it
Okay.
just says, but like with everything that just happened, and clearly we're not on the boat anymore, and I figured that maybe I should just, man up a little bit and say this to you. But I am just gonna read it because here we go. And he just like unfolds it and just like reads it very deadpan to you. And it says, I'm sorry for your loss. Can't imagine how you feel losing family that didn't understand what was actually happening. And this part he like struggles to say. And I actually wrote this before this episode, so fun fact. And it says, I can only think what it would be like losing my sister, and I can't even imagine that. I also want to say I'm sorry for how I generally treated you since I learned who your parents are. I couldn't get past my own feelings about your parents, and I projected them onto you, and I'm sorry. And that was unfair and hypocritical. And he's like very much reading this very fast, like I am, of just like, and this, like, I should have trusted you, listened to you about my brother, but I didn't, and it led us here. I hope you can forgive me. And now I realize too late that blood family isn't as strong as the family we have here. And he kind of like folds it up and puts it in his pocket.
Thank you. I don't think you know how much that means to me. Do you mind if I keep that? Do you mind if I keep that letter?
Yeah, I don't know if you can really read my handwriting. It's really bad, but you heard it. So yeah, you can have it. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I really appreciate that, Chad. You know what? No, I consider everything that happened behind us, and I am just glad to be on your side as a member of your family. I've been kind of feeling like an outcast lately, and just to hear you say that really helps.
Yeah, and you're more of a brother to me than that piece of shit will ever be, and even more so now of just everything he's done. And I can't apologize enough for my actions leading to where it did, and I'm really sorry about that. And
it's not
like I said,
it's not your fault, Chad. You couldn't have done anything. It sounded like he was already on our trail. It's
like, yeah,
it's not your fault, and I don't want you to leave this conversation thinking that I hold anything against you. And to be honest, you've been more of a brother to me than that piece of shit over there. I'll point to Gelbricks.
Gelbricks is like picking his nose.
And I've got like 6 brothers, and you're immediately at the top. So.
Yeah, and I appreciate that too, and I know what's gonna happen in Barrington will happen, and I can't even begin to think of what's gonna happen with everything that's clearly happened the last 15 years, apparently. But whatever you want to do about your family, if anything, is up to you. And I have my own problems with them, but that I can promise you won't jeopardize what we're trying to do and won't come up as my own once before the needs of the party. So
I don't know what I'm gonna think when I see them. I don't know if I'm gonna want to kill them. I don't.
But if you do, like I'm there with you. But also,
I'll let you know. I'll give you like
I'm also there.
I'll give you like a code word of kill my parents, Chad, please.
It's a very specific code word, but okay, yeah. Like pickles.
KMPCP. Kill my parents, Chad, please.
Campac. Got it.
Campac. There you go.
Cool.
I do want to apologize in advance because when we find your brother, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, I can only imagine. Like, I mean, it's vain, but like, being a fighter, my name means something to me, even if it's a fake name.
Yeah.
And so the fact that he's been me past
how are
15 years.
How are you? I mean, that's like your whole thing is your name being held to such honor and esteem. I don't know how are you feeling?
Yeah, it's a lot of hatred that I haven't felt maybe ever in my life towards one person, and that's new. Um, I also just learned that my parents aren't doing well, so they might, they're older and captors and or captives and maybe dying, so that's fun too.
We'll get them out of there. They'll be just fine.
Yeah, yeah. So my sister's like my same age now, and that's
She's
weird.
older than me. That's weird.
Yeah,
I think my math is right.
I don't. Yeah, I can't even picture what she looks like. You know, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah, but so I don't really know how I'm feeling.
That's valid. It's still pretty new and fresh.
Yeah,
While you
yeah,
deal
yeah,
with them.
yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean, if we see my brother and you kill him, that's fine.
if
Honestly,
you
like
kill him, I'm happy with that too.
I'd
We
like
can
maybe
agree
some
on we're
proof
gonna
of
kill your
like
brother.
people see both of us together and say like, "Oh, this was not Chijimi this
Clearing
whole
your name
time."
is high on
Yeah.
our list.
But
Yeah.
like if it comes down to it of like we can't before he dies, like I get it, but something with that. Yeah.
We'll figure it out when we get there. Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't
we'll
want
just
to
add
put the
that.
dead brother in front of the cart,
Yeah, maybe we just like make a priority list of like what needs, with the like to-do list. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This
I'm
covers.
gonna
Go ahead.
continue with this dagger now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't want to. I mean to interrupt, but yeah.
This conversation, as it ends, Edmund kind of speaks up and says, "All right, listen, I'm not trying to sober everyone up, but maybe we should talk about exactly how we plan to infiltrate Council Hall."
I feel like me being the fake me makes the most sense.
Yeah, perhaps. And as everybody kind of gathers up to talk about this, Caligo, you actually feel a tug on your arm, and the shade is there. And he says, "Caligo, can I talk to you for a minute?"
I forget his voice every time.
It's a shock every time.
It is.
While they're planning on what to do, there's a couple things I wanted to talk to you about. Number one, I tried looking up the Whitakers. I couldn't find anything on them. And rather than admitting that I failed, I tried to just make it seem like I was a careless asshole. But unfortunately, I'm a very careful, nice man.
I appreciate that. I'm a little worried about them then. But hey, thank you for saying something to me.
Honestly, I'm sure they're fine. I just really didn't know where to start. I just had a last name and just kind of didn't know anything else about you. I mean, part of what I said is true. I really try to not connect with members, but maybe I should change that.
There's not much of us left.
Yeah, it's true. Furbolgs are rare these days.
Oh, I meant members of the Planoptica.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to put you into an existential crisis about your species. Listen, I'm gonna move on to the second point that I wanted to talk to you about. I could really use your help here in Barrington. And I know that you wanted to make sure that you saw them to safety. And if you want to continue with a little help, I understand. But I could use your help here. We have a measly amount of people here. And even if best case scenario happens, and a little help is able to restore power back to the city, we would need help defending that, making sure that stayed the case. Although I highly doubt that'll happen. It's gonna take a long time. But I do hope we can at least get Chad's family and the ruby. But I just wanted you to know that I could use your help. But you can decide to do whatever you want.
I'd love to help you take care of the city, and I mean I've been with a little help for a little while, but the, the mission was always to come back to you and help where you needed it.
Caligo, for a long time I kind of lost what it meant to be a member of the Palladium. And then I met you, Pentwe, and hold on, I'm gonna get there. And they kind of showed that youthful exuberance and hope towards our cause that I hadn't felt in a long time. And then I was killed. And that was abruptly taken away from me again. But then I met you. As in you, Caligo.
Me? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you were my second reminder. And even though it's been 15 years, that one stuck. And you constantly let me know not to lose hope. And that there's a reason why we're doing what we're doing.
It's true.
Palladium needs you, Caligo. Also, we know that Quinn is not a member of the Palladium
Okay,
Panopticon.
good. Because I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
I didn't get the vibe, and he didn't even really do the symbol the right way.
No, yeah, I know. So, if you could just do me a favor and
Like an itsy bitsy spider.
yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to hear that. I'm not very good at these conversations, and I don't really know how to end this moment. He furls his cloak and just runs away. And as this is going on, you all have been discussing what exactly to do for the infiltration into Barrington.
All right, and we've got it set. We figured it out.
Yeah, I think this is a great plan, honestly.
I really like it.
Where does the
great
elephant
idea,
come
Rose.
into play again?
Right here.
Phase 2. That's in bring in the elephants. Send
Send in the clowns.
in the dancing lobsters.
Is there a sewer system into Barrington?
There's a mine nearby. Give me
Yeah.
an
Yes, but does
mine.
it connect to Barrington?
Yeah.
The mine
Why would
doesn't connect, no.
build a mine directly below a city?
But
It's
there is
common
a sewer
sense.
system, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best idea, Chad, to present yourself as the prince right away, because I don't know if we can replicate the prince's carriage enough.
Well, yeah.
I think
that's
maybe
good.
when we're in the city, you can.
Also, I do feel like
Some
maybe they
stuff
would have
done.
gotten some
Word.
notice, or word that you were heading that way.
Yeah. I mean, he seems like enough of a dick that if he's questioned,
True.
Yeah,
he
yeah, I'm
could
sure
just
you
like
can pull it
say,
off.
"Shut the fuck up," and they'd be like, "Oh, okay,"
As the
but-
Shade said, if they tried to see if there was any illusion magic on you, they wouldn't notice any.
Mhm.
But they would if it was on anyone else.
Right.
What?
I'm sorry. Nothing. It's. So
What do you- is there something in my teeth?
Something in the Discord, and it's
No.
very funny.
Oh
It's
no!
Could not
Oh
laugh at
no!
Just pops up in the corner of my eye.
The same thing happened to me.
That was good.
I don't get it.
I
I'm
wish
so
we could
sorry.
share
I
it.
really didn't mean to derail.
No, it's worth it.
It's good.
So funny.
We'll post it on our Instagram.
No, we
No,
won't.
I think we will.
You're gonna have to use your imagination, viewers.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I can't stop looking.
I mean, yeah, you make a good point of just it's a ruse that could easily be seen through. I mean, if in the last 15 years he's visited enough and you guys can kind of give me and he points to the NPCs enough info about how he acts, how he talks, and how he arrives, like maybe it'd help, but it is a risk. But sneaking in is also a risk versus announcing our presence and me saying that you're, my entourage and don't
There's
question.
also the possibility of both. A distraction of Chad pretending to be Sunny and another group using that distraction.
Yeah. I'll lead the expedition into the sewers.
Plus, at least a couple of us have some pretty stealthy capabilities. Pass without trace.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, there's also.
Can help.
I'd be a proponent of none of us looking like we look now. I mean, it's not like there were pictures painted of us or taken or drawings, but we can't be certain that our visages, certainly. I mean, yours, and I point at Quinn. I mean, it's not very clear, but I mean, if there's a statue of Alexander Nightshade, it would probably look
Completely
pretty
different
similar
person.
to you. You don't really do any magic to make yourself look different, do you?
And then I'll cast disguise self. To
His
Alexander.
hair changes colors, and his glasses
It's
do too.
more interesting. I look different.
So
I put on a hat, different hat.
I mean, and there's
Well,
also
but
non-magic disguises,
yeah,
Right.
I think
Yes, I
maybe
mean,
we should do non-magic in case anybody can tell.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just, and you don't do much.
I don't think. If I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted. But I don't think we should try and go for a distraction. I think we just go for the sewers, get in.
I think once we're inside, you can then go out as the king.
Or it's a good
I-
plan B maybe in case we get in trouble or get
Fair.
caught.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel
I
like if
agree.
they don't know he came through the front gate to just appear in the city, I feel like, that'd be like
I mean,
thing
there's
people-
magic teleportation, like you could just pop up into a place.
I guess that's true.
Nobody's gonna question why you're there.
Yeah.
Well, and
Hopefully.
if they do, we can, lovingly threaten them in your brother's name, so that that
Yeah.
ruse is still up.
Sure, that is a actual threat coming from him. So
Yes. And that would stir up animosity towards the king, which is exactly what we want.
that's at least a way to get into the council building or wherever where all of the things we need to get and the people we need to get are.
Yeah.
But I think step one is we get through the sewer, we disguise ourselves before then, just in case. And
Kill anybody in our way.
I mean, not anybody,
Yeah.
Anybody standing there, if I have to move around them, kill them.
My dagger will move him.
Yeah. What's the deal with the dagger? You're feeling edgier.
Need like 30 more minutes.
Yeah. But I mean, Flint, if you're really volunteering to take us through the sewer, I mean, I
Oh,
don't-
yeah.
Why is
Just-
Flint?
I don't know if
he
he needs to
he
lead.
volunteered.
Flint's really
I
good with
didn't
the
want him
underground.
either.
I even under that.
Yeah, but do we have a map of the sewer? Like I mean,
Have you spent
Kovara
time-
puts down a
who's
map
from
of the sewers
Barrington?
on there.
Wasn't
on
one
the
Perfect.
table.
from Barrington?
Fucking hell! Look at that.
Well, why don't you lead with the I have a map of the sewers?
You said, "Are there sewers?" That's all that was questioned.
that's fair. That is what we
Okay.
said.
Yes,
well,
it's true.
Yes, I will. I can see very well in the dark, which is the only reason why that I suggested that I lead. But
I think it's a nice idea.
And you're very intelligent.
But I have dark vision too, so
Well,
Wow.
I actually have a really extra special devil's sight, not a huge deal or anything.
devil's
Wait.
side. That doesn't
That
sound
sounds
good.
Eyes
evil.
of a devil?
I don't know what that means,
Um,
but it sounds so cool.
It's cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I didn't really ask any questions further about the devil part. That's a little concerning, but it's pretty freaking cool.
well, I
Might want to do
mean,
follow up
yeah.
on the devil.
Yeah.
Kovar, based on this map that we all see in front of us,
Yeah.
is there like an abandoned section or something we can pop up and with the least risk?
And the
to
least
get-
shit.
I mean,
That's
depending on how good
probably
you are
avoidable.
at, I mean, a section of this sewer gets you right up in the council hall itself.
Yeah. I'll just pop out of the toilet.
I
I mean, it would require some.
wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, it would require some destruction. Or
Easy.
you could appear just outside of the council hall, but then you're having to get inside.
And we dress up as waiters, and that's how we
I
get in.
I think we need to focus. I think we need to just focus on getting into the city first. Though
Yeah,
I
that's
kind
step
of
one.
like that. I have a waiter character that I played
A
way back in my
waiter.
traveling troupe, and that would be kind of fun.
I mean,
What's their name?
Yeah.
What's
The
your waiter
character's name?
character? Yeah, could you give
Yeah.
me a little just give me a
Let's
little
just
taste.
do a quick scene.
Pellegrino LaCroix.
Ah.
Okay, pretend I'm your sous chef. Hey,
I was a
Pellegrino.
waiter.
Waiter.
I was a waiter. Do you?
I'm the head chef.
Do they?
Okay, hello, head chef. That waiter is harassing me.
Oh, thank you for bringing this to my
Yeah.
attention, chef.
Oh,
I will
no.
go tell HR.
All right, what
I
the
go walk
fuck
to
is
HR.
happening?
I really
Anyway,
liked it.
You two just want to do something together. Is that it?
Look, I was in drama
Oh.
club for 1 year.
I miss improv.
For-
It's been a while.
I mean, yeah. I thought you wanted to hear. Never mind. But yes, I do have a waiter character.
What are we doing
I mean,
exactly?
we can
Getting
get,
into the
if
sewer.
we can get straight into the mansion, then that's by passing the guards, and that's by passing a lot of obstacles, and we have Mia Sunny to fall back on if needed in the mansion, and hopefully cause the least ruckus. But if we just
The only thing that
sneak in,
the only thing we'd have to figure out is just how to explain a little bit of construction work in the loo.
true,
I
we
mean,
can't really fit
There are some
through.
people who take massive dumps. That's pretty much.
Does the resistance have like a inside like safe house or anything within the walls?
Within the walls, no.
Is it just this one outside?
There used to be hundreds of us.
Yeah. Well, yeah. but,
Hardly
like,
resistance then.
Well, did you have a base of operations within the city before you were removed from the city?
Yes.
I mean, they know about that one now.
Where
Yeah,
But
was it?
Why would they,
The
but then
pits
why
we
would they
haul.
look there?
Oh, gasp!
I know where that is.
Not anymore.
What?
Ooh.
Did they destroy it?
Darius kind of speaks up at this moment. I was gonna talk to you about it later, Mom. Yeah, our house isn't really like there anymore.
About Mrs. Cobblepot's house.
Is she even still alive?
No.
I don't know, but
Mrs.
that was
Cobblepot is definitely dead.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Clint. I'm
That
so
was-
sorry.
Also,
That
I'm
was my-
suddenly sober. Let's do this.
also now that I
hard
kind
to
of
see an ex
have
die, you know.
some attention on me, I've put some context clues together, so we don't have to go into huge detail. But like, where's my? He's in your bag. You're in your bag.
Yikes! We
that's-
really stepped past that, didn't we?
I mean, I think I kind of put two and two together. You's not officially gone,
No.
but
And we need to get to Lavaria. Unless anybody here can help.
Did we level up over the last 15 years?
Kovara?
you surely did not, unfortunately.
Is Kovara level something or whatever? Something?
Oh, I'm a level 4 fighter.
That's a weird.
Okay, fuck off. Anybody else?
No one says it.
She used to be a paladin, but
Oh yeah, that's right. Paladin.
And she took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
She's got 4
Two
level.
for two.
in her.
She's
She's
seen,
a giant.
she's seen a lot, and she doesn't believe really in her DNA anymore, so she lost.
that's
her
fair.
paladin
Honestly,
powers.
that tracks.
Yeah, do you want to see them, Darius?
No, not if it's
Do you?
not if it's like you wanted to make sure that they're not permanently.
Well, who knows at this point?
Well, Grandma can
We were
help,
trying-
right?
That's where we were trying to go. But I'm not working fast enough.
Mom, you gotta stop being so hard on yourself.
Well, that was directly from you, which probably didn't exist.
Yeah, now that
Now
you're
that I
kind of like
think of it.
removed from the dagger, you do feel like Rosie can.
Gosh
Kinda start
darn
to tell
it,
the
I never
difference.
even thought that that would be a thing.
You really, truly, Angie did not expect it was the dagger. Zach is asking
No.
Angie.
I don't think so.
That's so funny.
I thought it was just a part of my dark and mysterious backstory.
Both.
Speaking of,
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Quinn,
Backstory. Oh.
What's up?
you see on the other side of the table, you've seen like glimpses here and there. You see on the other side of the table Alexander Nightshade.
What?
Oh,
And he's kind of looking over at you as he's like leaning up against the wall. Hey.
Is anybody else noticing Alexander Nightshade? Hello? Hey, hi. What are you
How you
What are you
doing?
doing here, man?
I'm just here showing you what you could be. You see this? And he takes out his pockets and just like coins fall out. Just lots and lots of coins fall out. Pretty great, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's all over the floor now, but yeah, no, that's cool. That's all right. Now that's cool.
Yeah. You know, people really liked that performance at the halftime show.
Yeah, I mean there's a statue of us there.
Me. Of me.
oh,
Well, I mean it's
oh.
Well, you're
you
just
are-
my manager.
Yeah, but I am you. I mean you wouldn't
Are
be
you?
anything without me. Yeah.
I mean, I'm right here talking to you.
Well, obviously
I'm the
mean
one that
some
got the statue.
green flower. Well, I got the statue.
Listen, Quinn, buddy. I didn't want to have to do this, but I think it's become pretty obvious now. Well, you're fired.
What do you mean you're firing me?
Yeah.
Well, good luck, Alexander.
Thanks.
You can't fire me
Why not?
cuz I quit. I don't want to be your manager.
Good. I'm glad that we decided this.
This is mutual.
Yeah. All of you see in front of you Quinn change into Alexander Nightshade.
Do we see him like talking to
No,
anybody? or
you
he
just see him
changes?
turn into Alexander Nightshade.
Let me get
Oh,
my
are
we
timpani.
doing this?
I
No,
grab
no,
my
no, no, no.
timpani.
Why? We can't be. You can't be Alexander
Oh,
Nightshade
here.
going into the city.
I can be who
Time
I
is
want
such
when
a
I want, and I'm
time.
not going into the city of Barrington.
Hey, get out your saxophone, Alex. Boom,
No,
boom,
no, stop.
boom, boom.
What, guys? No,
Blake.
let's be
You
serious.
coming with me?
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
All right, let's go.
Can
What the
Can
fuck?
I make, like,
Alexander
Inside
Nightshade starts to
check?
walk out of the
Hold on.
building.
Absolutely not.
I'll
Quinn,
march after
Quinn.
him.
get back here.
I'm gonna run after him and just like grab him by the back of his shirt.
Roll an
Quinn.
athletics check. Eric, will you roll an athletics check for me?
Yes.
My timpani gets stuck in the door frame.
I would also try to block the door before he
Okay.
gets out.
That's plus 0.
I'm slightly.
Roll an athletics
21.
check, Chad.
10.
Athletics?
Okay, you're stopped at the door by both Chad and well, you aren't. Alexander is stopped at the door by Chad and Maywin. Hey! We about to do this?
Quinn. Oh, Quinn.
Not you, Chad. You're fired.
Can I make like an insight check?
Yeah, go to an insight check.
Oh well, that's. Oh wait, I can reroll natural ones. I never remember. Oh, that's not much better. 6.
Your worst fear has come true, and Quinn has chosen his path. As
Right in
Alexander looks at you and says, "You've done nothing but hold me back, and make me stay with this band of misfits who don't belong anywhere and who keep fucking up everywhere that they go. The most successful that I have ever been is when I am on a stage and you aren't there, and that is a fact."
Do I
So-
see the dagger?
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's in his hand.
I would like to try to disarm him.
I get up to go punch him in the back of the head for that shit. Like, straight up.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
have Chad do the thing first, but know that I'm incoming with
Do I
Roll
have my
a-
magic?
Yeah. I think
mean,
okay. I think you understand what's happening now here, Eric. I'm gonna allow you to take over.
I mean, I would do hypnotic pattern.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Everybody roll a wisdom.
Yeah, everybody within a 30-foot cube. So everybody.
Wisdom saving throw.
a
He
wisdom.
said he was going to put it in his bag.
Famously,
He said.
famously, my best saving throw of +0.
I'm still in the band, but we do have to talk about it.
God,
I got a 4.
I got a 17.
I got a 1.
I got a nat 1.
Oh,
Jesus,
What are we-
guys.
Chad.
Wait, were we all supposed to roll?
I
I
mean,
got a
you have-
19.
You have advantage on it, Angie, because you're a gnome.
you do.
What am I right? What am I doing?
Yeah, it's
Wisdom
very
saving
good
throw.
with charm.
Oh, we're all.
Oh,
doing
I would
it.
have advantage too. Let's see.
Um,
Ooh, 21, even better.
on
Oh, wait.
wisdom,
No, the emerald thing left. I don't have advantage on that, do I?
You don't know.
24.
Okay, so Chad. So the Rosie, Chad, and
DC
Maywin.
15 of
Yeah.
is the
Rosie, Chad, and Maywin succeed.
everybody
Okay.
else is charmed and immune. Just
And then I'd still like to disarm him.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll an athletics check, and you can roll an acrobatics, Quinn.
I was gonna
Can I
like
also do
smack him in the
acrobatics?
face. So if this can give anybody advantage.
Sure, I'll give Chad advantage on the athletics check.
I'm
one, but I can
hypnotized.
re-roll it.
Nope. So it's acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Damn. Still not bad. 18.
18.
22.
22. He jumps out of the
16 plus
way.
6.
Roll an attack, Morton.
I was hypnotized.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you don't feel the need to do that
Yeah.
anymore.
Is my job? Am I trying to leave?
You're Alexander Nightshade going to go be the best musician that has ever lived.
I mean, then I would go.
And you know that all of these people have done nothing but hinder that from happening.
Got it.
Especially me.
I have shows
God.
to do, and I'll just cast invisibility on myself, and I can leave.
What?
Yeah.
We're all still hypnotized.
Edmund is going to roll a wisdom saving throw to see if he's hypnotized.
If you take any damage, or you can do something else, you can shake them. Somebody else can shake you, but other than that, you don't get to make another.
Edmund succeeds, and so he runs outside and causes, within a 20-foot radius around him, rain to start falling. So, Quinn, I need you to make a stealth check, regular straight roll, and I need pretty much everybody else to roll a perception check.
Even the people who are charmed.
Not the people who are charmed. However, I
No.
do feel like the shade would come up to Caligo, knock you out of it.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Oh,
At 21.
I had a 9 and I'm
21.
hypnotized, so whatever.
Ooh, 21.
21.
What is your total perception, Maywin?
25.
25. Okay, so you guys were setting the DC, which means he beat the 21s, but he doesn't beat the 25. So Maywin, you do see the outline of Quinn walking away. What do you do?
I like take a second with my feelings hurt, and then I'm gonna run after him. And as I get up to him, like push his shoulder around and punch him in the face.
Okay, sure. Roll. You run forward and roll an attack.
I imagine for some reason
Not
very
cool, bro.
Frodo and Gollum.
Would it be a disadvantage if I'm invisible?
Yes.
No, because of the water.
Yep, it would be a disadvantage. Yeah, she was able to see where you were, but still swinging at a invisible person.
What do you add to an unarmed attack?
It should say on your character sheet.
It's your strength, I think.
I think it's just strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, and proficiency.
Oh,
15
okay,
is
yeah.
the armor class.
13.
13, so it doesn't hit. What do you do, Quinn?
Sorry. Am I just because I'm not charmed, so I would be running out with Edmund
Yeah,
and stuff. I
For
don't
sure,
know.
but it's just Quinn's turn to react.
Okay, that's fair.
If I cast a spell,
Alexander's.
I mean, if
Yeah,
she doesn't have a
Alexander's.
hold of me, I would try to keep on running to get out of the rain.
Okay, sure.
Since I'm still invisible, since I didn't take any damage.
Yeah. So Chad, you have a moment to do something.
I would just try to run and tackle him.
Okay, roll an athletics
Especially now
check
that
at
he's-
disadvantage. And Quinn, roll a acrobatics check, straight roll.
Fuck.
Well,
7.
this is
19.
Great,
Okay.
great.
Alexander gets out of the rain and is not within sight of anybody.
Oh,
What the
my-
I
fuck?
told you he needs to go find himself.
He really does. If
Yeah,
he doesn't want to
whatever.
be with the party, I don't think we should let him. We've been holding back Alexander for
Oh.
far too long. I sit down and very lazily sip on wine. I look stupid.
Edmund slaps you in the face. And
Oh.
you're no longer charmed. Rosie, what's up?
Guvar could find lightning.
Yes.
Can lightning find?
No, but because you said that, that gives you a very good idea to speak the words, seek something.
Lightning and strike with it.
Seek lightning. Seek Guvar.
What
Seek
what
Ruby.
because what happens when you do that? You would know.
What happens when
just-
I say seek lightning?
Yeah.
But that was with Guvar.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is if you do that, the blade will leave Quinn's hand.
I will say seek lightning.
You all see from an invisible, you just see the blade appear in a direction and start spinning and then point back towards you. So you see the blade.
I go and
You're like
grab it.
always attuned to it?
Accio.
I run. I
What'd you
go.
say?
with-
What'd you say, Quinn?
Are you like always attuned to it once you're attuned to it?
No, this part of it doesn't require attuning. It's just a trigger phrase.
Someone saying it.
I definitely go with Chad after I see the dagger and like jump tackle it if I can.
Yeah, I would
Just, like,
grab it.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'll
Quinn
hold it
is
with
gonna
you
try to
just in
grab it
case.
as well.
Sure.
I mean,
Makes
if I'm-
sense.
Am I there?
Yeah, I mean you're there. It just got ripped out of your hand.
Just popped out of your hands. So now it's visible.
So,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's invisible still
Yeah, he's.
because he
But
didn't
I'm
get like a little cut.
like whatever 50 feet away from them.
Yeah, I assumed. So what I assumed would happen is that you
Like
would run
while
away.
it was leaving me.
And yeah, well, I assumed you were running away, and then Rosie said, "Seek lightning," and then like as you were running away, the blade was ripped out, so that it's like 50 feet away. The blade is like there, so you have the best
Okay.
chance of grabbing it again.
Well, yeah, I would definitely.
I'm gonna.
But
cover
they
that
now
blade.
know the direction you are. Is basically
Got
what
it.
I'm
Right. We can catch up.
doing. Yeah.
You know I'm a
Um,
dash.
So I will give one more chance. Quinn, roll an acrobatics check, straight roll. And Chad and Morton roll athletics checks.
Where's my saxophone dice? Where's my
Oh,
saxophone?
switch to my chat dice.
Disadvantage on your athletics.
Finally.
Disadvantage on your
Roll
athletics
over-
checks.
A roll over a fucking.
It's a
9.
disadvantage.
Oh, you. Oh, it's worse. It's a 1.
What'd you get? Quinn?
15.
15.
I got a 15! Fuck!
Wait, why is it a disadvantage? I'm going for the dagger.
The dagger was 50 feet away from you. You weren't gonna grab the dagger.
Oh, right.
He was
right.
He was standing right next to the dagger. He would just reach out and grab it.
Gotcha.
The dagger was just letting you know where he was.
Gotcha. I don't think I clarified. Morton was going to run and grab the dagger, if
Yeah.
that helps at all.
No, I know,
Or is
but
it
you were
still a
still, but you were 50 feet away. Is what I'm saying. You were 50
Got
feet away. The dagger came out of his hand, so he would just reach over the 1 foot and grab it.
Got
You
it.
can't sprint 50 feet, and when he grabs one.
Well, I can sprint 40.
Quinn, and I mean Quinn Silverstep.
Yes.
Roll a wisdom saving.
Okay. Am I good at wisdom saving throws?
I hope so.
No.
Oh,
Plus
shit.
1. Quinn is doing it. I'm gonna roll with a different dice. I'm gonna roll with the twin dice.
Oh.
13.
Not enough.
Huh?
So Alexander keeps running away. However, this is what I will say. All of you know that invisibility lasts 60 seconds.
An hour.
Oh, is it?
Oh shit.
Let me make sure.
So if I
Yeah.
tied
Oh.
for him to get to the dagger,
Huh?
did nothing happen with that?
So he ran away from all of you.
Oh, I thought he was going back for the dagger.
But so what happened is he ran
Sorry.
away. No, it's fine. He ran away from all of you. The dagger was in his hand. She said seek lightning. The dagger came out of his hand, spun around, and pointed towards Rosie. It didn't fly back towards Rosie. That's not how it worked. It just pointed back towards Rosie. So he's 30 feet to 50 feet away from all of you. He would just need to reach over and grab the dagger. None of you are going to get there faster than that.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. One more logistic question before we go next.
Yes.
Now that it came out of his hand and he put it back in his hand, is it still revealed?
No.
Or does it become invisible again when he grabs
It
it?
becomes invisible.
Okay.
Could I, because I had already been closer-ish to him while he paused to get the dagger, could I have used that as that roll to just try to, like, tackle him or to stop him again?
That's what you did, didn't it? And he beat you with a 15?
We tied.
We tied.
Yes, but I view it as you setting the DC in because he's trying to escape.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So if it meets, it
Well,
meets. Is the way
I guess
do
we
it.
Okay.
just we'll figure this out in the morning. Hey, Matthew. Matthew, can you shake me? I'm still a little dazed over here.
Matthew sends a bee over to sting you.
Oh my god.
Then as he's continuing to run away, Chad, knowing he's invisible and probably won't catch, will try one last thing to help Quinn come back, like assuming it's the dagger, and just say, Quinn, I know you wouldn't abandon your family. Your family needs you. Fight this and come back to us.
Okay.
I launch a magic.
I am
missile.
only going to. I am only going to allow another wisdom saving throw on Quinn's part because of the letter that Chad wrote. So I will allow one more wisdom saving throw.
Come on,
If
Quinn.
this does not work,
Quinn dice.
Quinn gone.
If this does not work, Quinn has a chance to re-roll every 24 hours.
Great.
Good God,
That's
24
wisdom?
hours.
Wisdom.
13.
Is that enough?
I do genuinely launch a magic missile in that direction. That's
You
not-
have to
that is not
see.
enough.
You have to see it.
I saw kind of where he was.
Stop it.
Quinn's gone, baby.
You gave him a cursed dagger.
I
fair.
didn't give
No,
it
he
to him.
said he was gonna put it in his bag.
I did.
This is why he's the baddest of the boys.
May's just like sulking in a corner.
Yeah.
You're a dick, man. Is the last thing I say.
I kind of thought that I was
Saxophone
like,
music fills the air.
I'm sorry. What?
Also, Quinn voiced Succession to Alexander.
Yep.
You didn't know what you were doing, but you allowed that. But you said I quit. You gave Alexander permission.
There's two rules. You don't give permission to your musical. You don't welcome vampires into your home. We know
I have-
this.
Now-
I've been having the thought, like since our triplets died, that I was gonna just be Alexander Nightshade forever as a way to deal with it. Like I've been thinking about. I had thought about doing that. And yeah, that's awesome. That's really
Wow.
So
Chad
yeah.
goes back inside now, drenched and just like quiet, like very
There's
sad.
kind of- okay,
sulky.
so
Are we not gonna just go fucking after him?
I will say, does anyone have? I mean, no one has the spell Locate Object, or
I mean, I could look in my spell book,
Tomorrow.
'cause I haven't looked in it in a while.
Tomorrow.
I don't have it ready.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just thought you guys wouldn't be able to let him go. I just thought you'd stop it.
Overestimated.
That's fair.
I've made my character very good at distraction and running away.
Yeah, you're right.
I kind of thought that I would be, a part of the band. That's like one of the last cool things I'm a part of, and it kind of
You would have been.
Well, and also, and I don't mean to, zero you out, Emily, but you caught him and took the chance to punch him rather than like.
Yeah, because you said some really mean things to me.
Hey, no,
100%.
completely. I understand.
Morton is standing still outside, turns around and goes, well, are we not gonna fucking deal with that? Because we got to now. If none of you are going, I'm gonna start
I
tracking.
will say he is heading towards Barrington. Walking right towards Barrington.
We've got to fucking do this.
Okay.
He's made a choice.
Okay, our trip to the sewers have gone up in timeline a little bit, so we should do that now.
Fuck. I put my...
Rosie's like, guys, I just used my 3 third level spells. to send messages
Well, no,
to
I just
Flint's
think it's
fucking
really
family.
interesting that it suddenly Quinn, who is a notorious troublemaker, is just gone, and everybody suddenly wants to uproot our entire plans just to
I
go find him. But
agree with you,
has
Rosie.
been in a bag for the past 15 years, and we're just
That's not
put it
fair.
off. Put it off. We don't need to go to Lavaria to see Will Marie and help him.
That's not fair. And it hasn't been 15 years. I mean, technically it has, but also we were trying to help you. You as our priority, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Rosie, if we had the ability to help you, and we skipped over that, to go help Chad's family, do you think that would be fair? Chad's family is right here. You really?
Well, you is right
Do
here.
you really, from the bottom of your heart, Rosie, want us to leave Chad's family rotting in a jail so that you can go unstone your child? Is that really what you want? Because if it is, I'll go with you right now. You have to. It's a decision you have to make. And I know you're strong enough to do it. What would you want you to do?
Let's go. Come on. Come on. And I'll run out the door towards Barrington.
I flip up my hood of disguise and immediately become someone who looks like a hanged man.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try and track if there's any footprints or anything. I'm gonna go in the direction that I thought Quinn went in.
I will say, I mean, Edmund made it rain. So there's like some
Yeah!
mud. There is some mud on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I
Go
investigate?
ahead and roll. Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Please, God, can I get not a single digit? I've got nothing.
Can you cast cantrips with
Thank God.
invisible?
Okay.
It's. I would say that's considered a.
That's
They're in the spell book.
23.
I mean, yeah, you see tracks.
But
they. I mean, they don't. They don't. Like you see the general direction that they're going.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow that train of tracks. My general sense, and sneak up and try to go find him.
Do you think that Alexander, once going away, would continue to try to sneak away, or would just walk away?
Well, he's very smart. He would definitely try to cover up his
roll a
tracks
stealth check
for sure.
He's very smart.
Where's my sax dice? That's pretty good. 21.
21, and then I will perception check for you, Morton. Would be at disadvantage because he's invisible, but I'll say at advantage because you rolled the investigation check high enough. Not at advantage, straight roll. Sorry, straight roll.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So straight roll perception check.
Okay. Shit, that's not enough. That's a 17.
Yep, you don't know.
I'm still moving forward.
As everyone left, as Morton and Rosie kind of leave, I'd go up to May and just kind of try to make eye contact and like look her in the eyes and say, "He didn't mean that." I think that's the dagger talking. And we're gonna get him back, and if apparently right now, so I know it's hard, but if you also want to stay here, I wouldn't blame you.
No, I want to go get him, but I don't know. Maybe he meant some of that stuff.
Ding, 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 ding. Edmund has his lute out.
Why did he choose that?
And he looks over. He looks over at Flint. Ding, 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 ding,
Bong,
ding,
bong,
ding.
bong, bong. It's like half lodged in the doorframe still.
Alexander, from behind you, you hear very poorly played music.
Can't resist
What do you do?
Yeah, I'll invisibly take out my saxophone and play a much better, more complex version of
Much
the song.
better. Show him up.
Edmund keeps up this dueling lute saxophone melody and looks over at Chad Morton.
Oh, are they near?
I mean, what do you mean? Wait, what?
I'm outside looking for.
Everybody's outside.
I thought you.
I thought
Yeah.
people. Oh God, my sense of direction.
No, everybody's outside, and Edmund is trying to get the two of you to use this melody to find him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I give
exactly
May
what
like
I
a
do.
squeeze on the shoulder and then just take off towards the sound of the
Alexander
saxophone.
is playing a saxophone, so he is
Yeah.
going to. He is pretty easily found. Yeah.
And I just tackle and just start blindly feeling for his arm and the dagger.
I'm
and
still
just, like,
invisible.
I just grope him all.
Yeah, you
up
still
get
need
the
to. I
dagger
mean,
from him.
you know generally where he is.
I'm
So what we're gonna
smacking
do is
the
we're gonna
ground.
have Alexander, while playing the saxophone invisible, is gonna be dodging left and right. So Alexander, I need you to make an acrobatics check, and Chad and Morton also make acrobatics check. Everybody straight roll.
I just want to be like
Everybody?
hangman
No,
on, like,
well,
a
unless you're
wall.
trying to tackle him too.
Well, so if we're running after him after that fucking show that
Yeah.
happened,
Uh-huh.
I would want to see and like keep an eye peeled for if they do find him, and like if I can see like the hold of him, because I want to hold for a spell.
Okay, yeah.
I got a 14.
Get
21.
19. God
Son of a
damn
bitch!
it!
Alexander's still dodging
I
out
start
of
to
the way.
play "You Can't Touch This." It's a song that I just made up, and I'm hammer dancing. back and
Rosie,
forth.
you do have an idea that comes to your brain, and it's your favorite thing.
My favorite thing
Wine.
right now, wine. Yeah.
No. What?
Look,
It's
Angie.
visual.
Oh yeah. Hold please. Let me get it out of my bag of holding.
You
I can
see,
see him.
You see in the rain a floating harp, just like dancing back and forth.
If I can see that and cast a spell at the same time,
Sure can.
because now I can see the floating harp.
Yeah.
If I can get 60 feet in range, I would like to cast Hold Person.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw, or charisma, or wisdom.
Oh, wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw, Quinn.
3.
Now
There
you
it
roll
is.
low.
He's been rolling low, that's
Sorry.
the point.
Yeah, so he is paralyzed.
So the music stops, and there's just an invisible. So I'll say, yeah, Chad and
Yeah.
Morton, like the
I-
It's
cross.
over here, I swear. I heard it. I heard that last note.
All right, I will say, for sake of brevity, that you are able to find the invisible Alexander Nightshade and take away the blade of Gufar.
I'm holding on to it.
I was.
I would like it back.
I cast Mage Hand and like hold it out and like
Yeah.
it's not super heavy. Put it in the Mage Hand. I don't think it'll affect anything.
I'm gonna. Can I put it in my bag of holding?
Yeah.
Cool. I will take it and say, it's going in a bag of holding and we're done with it.
The Mage Hand gives a thumbs up and then turns around to Quinn before dissipating and goes.
Quinn is still technically attuned to it, so Quinn is just, yeah.
Yeah, I'd still like
Alexander.
be pinning him as his
How-
invisible form as much as I could. Of like, I have the dagger's gone, but like I'm still holding on to him.
Yeah,
Wherever
Rosie.
I may be holding on to him, you know.
This may be going way too deep into it, but did I then unattune to it just by giving it up?
Yeah. If you give someone else the ability to attune to it, and they take long enough to attune to it, you do lose your attune.
So I could technically take time to attune to unattune it to him, and then
Right.
unattune myself to it and put it in the thing, even though
yeah.
that would be a long
This is
process.
why his name is Tommy Two Tunes.
Got two
Um,
tunes. I would also
Okay.
look at where I think Alexander's face is
Uh-huh.
and just say, that knife is holding you back. That's really what we wanted. Just like, let it go, man. It's holding you back.
I mean, am I still just trying to run away? Is that,
I mean, it's up to Alexander. I mean, you have someone on top of you.
I
Also,
know, that's
aren't you
much bigger
held
than
right
me.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Just
paralyzed.
let me play myself out.
And I'm
Do you
not
take the
gonna
time
kill
to
you,
attune
my
to the
dude.
blade, Rosie?
No.
Okay.
Can
We'll take
I
that
go
one.
up to where Alexander is pinned down and take his saxophone?
Alexander would, no matter who's on top of him, would fight you on this. So
We can fight.
yeah. So both of you roll athletics checks.
That was
Can I give
the
May
best threat
advantage
we
by
can
like
fight.
trying to help somehow?
Not 20. I don't need
Okay,
anything.
great.
Oh
Was that on the
my
twin
god.
dice?
No, I rolled on my computer.
Oh, okay. That's why.
I didn't get that. She needs me.
So yeah, you ripped the saxophone. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Alexander immediately drops his invisibility.
Yeah. Give that back.
Give Quinn back.
What? That is
Quinn's
Quinn.
gone.
Quinn's not
Quinn's
gone.
dead.
Give Quinn back.
He's gone.
Quinn
He's never
can't
coming
come
back.
to the phone right now.
I don't believe that. Quinn, if you're in there, you gotta come back right now.
What are you?
You guys all killed Quinn.
This is a character. Are you kidding me? What are you talking about?
I take my dagger and I put it to his throat. You may not die from this, but I'd bet it fuck up your vocal cords.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna like go as though I'm gonna smash the saxophone. I will not smash the saxophone. I'm gonna
Listen,
like,
I've never been much of a singer, but do not do anything that saxophone or I will kill Quinn.
What
You
the?
can't-
see, you just said Quinn is gone, so Quinn is still there.
Oh god.
Yep, I will end him if you destroy that saxophone.
Give him back, or I'll destroy
And I'll
it.
start to push on the knife.
Okay. I won't destroy it, but I will keep it.
Just let go
I'll
of the
just try
knife.
to fight.
That's really
Try
what we
to
want,
wiggle
man.
out.
Just let go of
I
the
don't
knife.
have a knife anymore.
I know, but you're still holding on to it in your heart.
Yeah, but it's the power.
You're
None of you know what it's
Alexander
like.
Nightshade.
It'll
You don't need
it'll
that
start to,
I
like,
power.
would like
foam with the
to.
mouth.
Can I
Alexander Nightshade
telepathically to Alexander say, Quinn, it's time to come back now. Let go of the dagger.
I gave Quinn one last wisdom saving throw.
Quinn's
for
gone.
today.
Quinn's
Quinn is
gone.
now not there. Morton, yeah.
Well, he'll come back eventually.
I go to Rosie
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
and
I've never
There
heard
you
someone
go.
complain about being talked to.
No, it's just like I've been very clear about what I want to do, and suddenly we're all just trying to get me to do the thing that you all want to do. But what? What's up, Morton?
Do you have the ability to remove a curse from a dagger?
Tomorrow.
All right.
Hey,
was
hey
mine.
guys, my timpani's stuck in the mud. Can you guys...
Can I
I-
also take Alexander's bag of holding, Quinn's bag of holding,
Sure.
and I'm going to put the saxophone in it, and I'm going to really securely put it around myself and say, Chad, tie him up, tie his hands. He'll come back eventually, and I've got this until he does.
So maybe we should keep the sewers until tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
do anything.
Mhm. Yeah, I think
Right.
we gotta break the connection to the dagger. I mean, Rosie, I don't want to take it from you, but if even just like someone real quick, just like sits
You-
with it
okay.
and
I'll do
lets it go.
Real quick, Quinn. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that you and Rosie have advantage against being charmed. Quinn does not have that, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I just want to make sure.
I mean,
I'll take
Quinn,
it
or
if you think-
Alexander Nightshade would just be like doing a saxophone noise with his mouth. Just like he's just like I imagine like this is just like fully mind melted Alexander Nightshade. It's crying and saxophone in his mouth.
Okay, Morton.
Would charmed persons give Quinn the ability to get to wisdom save again, or no?
No.
They use their Amazon Prime, maybe.
Could
Damn
could
it.
Alexander still cast spells?
Yeah. I mean, I allowed it with hypnotic patterns. So.
I mean,
But he doesn't have a saxophone anymore.
That's true.
Saxophone is just a instrument.
Well, his
It's not a-
saxophone has his arcane focus, though.
Oh, I
Right?
oh,
And-
then if I can't,
is that correct?
I think that's how it works.
Yeah. Well, but that just takes away the material component. So if you have a spell that's just vocal, But your hands are tied, so if you have a spell that's just vocal, you can do it.
No.
Just vocal.
I mean, yeah, but no.
Let's see if he can sleep it off.
I mean, I don't think this is something you can just
Or-
sleep off. I think it's
mean,
the
I can-
dagger, so either
There's a
have to-
statue of me in a stadium. You think you can just sleep this off?
Jesus
right.
Christ.
And
You know who got you that gig?
I'll
I
wrap
did.
up his mouth or like shove a sock in it, kind of
Alright.
thing.
Thank you. Hell, I'll attune to the dagger if that's what you think that'll help.
As long as you think you can like immediately be like, no, bye,
I
and
think
not run
so.
away.
I feel like maybe
Because
we
I've
know
seen
one should do
this.
that.
Here's the thing: it might just give us another person to deal with.
That is
Yeah.
very true. I mean, maybe we just wait to remove the curse from it in the morning.
Yeah, in the morning.
I mean,
Because he'll stay. He won't leave his saxophone. We can all like take turns guarding it.
Listen,
I'll
I
just
know
sit on
that
him.
we can remove the curse, but I also know that Rosie and she is very upset with us and doesn't really want to talk to us right now. And I guess I get that.
Fair.
I guess, but you know, if she, why are you looking at me like that, Rosie? I've done nothing but be nice to you since all of this has happened.
I'm not looking at you.
Who are you looking at then?
Everyone else,
We had such
What?
a
but
nice
most
moment,
especially
though.
Quinn.
Oh, that's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Listen, all I know is that Rosie had this dagger, was attuned to it, and the problem wasn't this bad.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just reattune to it. I've made this decision, and I'm gonna sit with it in my hands and just look at it.
After about 30 minutes of very annoying mouth trumpets, Quinn, you feel yourself back in your body.
Untie him.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
killed-
And I'll do a quick insight check, even though it's probably if he drops the vision and stuff. But I'll just
Sure. roll an
before I
insight
start
check.
untying him, I'm gonna make sure he not about to run. 18.
Quinn looks very guilty and sad.
Okay, then yeah, I'll like slowly like take the sock out and see if he continues saxophone noises.
Do I remember? Like, do I remember? anything?
Yeah.
Haha, you have to sit with the guilt.
You
I was
good?
hoping I would get out of it. I'm so sorry.
Did you mean any of that?
I start untying him.
Absolutely not. You are the best thing that has ever happened.
Oh.
Well, just give him a big hug,
As this
and then get the
beautiful-
saxophone out and hand it back.
As this beautiful reunion is happening, Rosie,
What?
you hear a. And you look over and you see a stone Upintui looking at you. Hey, Mom.
Hi, baby.
What's taking so long?
I don't fucking know.
Well,
Everybody else is more important than you.
that makes me sad, Mom.
Yeah, it makes me sad too.
But you're not really doing anything about it.
Nope.
So you don't
I'm a
care
fucking
about me?
failure. I don't.
Oh,
I guess.
I guess
I
Brewster
care
was
about
right.
Chad's parents more. And I care about Chad's sister more. I
Hmm.
care about Quinn more.
Yeah, I guess you do. Maybe I don't want to come back anymore.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't.
Alright, mission accomplished. You just disappears.
Wait, the statue?
No, the
The
visage.
Oh
Visage.
God, I was about to be like, shit.
I will open the bag to put the blade in after I've attuned to it.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm rifling it around, I see the statue of you. And for just a second, I imagine what would happen if I just use the blade to crack the statue.
Make a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Hey, Rosie, while the bag's open, can you help me with the timpani?
just see you like this.
Wisdom saving throw at advantage.
At advantage, yeah. DC 15.
I'm so nervous.
25.
Okay. That thought lingers. And the grip around the dagger tightens. But you're able to control yourself. And that is where we are going to leave tonight's episode.
Kill me.
I did not expect the end to be that, but hey, there we go. You never know with these things.
God damn.
Okay, so well, thank you all for watching. Quite a session that we had today. Next week at 2 p.m. Central, we will have the continuation of this. However, we're not going to have Sophie joining us next week, and for the this makes it sound like a long time, but indefinitely we will not be seeing Sophie. But that just means the actual definition of that, which means we don't know when we're going to see Sophie again. Sophie's going to be taking a little break.
I will be back.
But Sophie will be back. And do you have anything you want to say, or is that pretty much, just you're going to take a little break, but you'll be back?
Just taking a break. I'll be back.
Perfect.
I look forward to coming back to the characters. Hopefully, Rosie hasn't tipped me over. And
yeah, you say hopefully, but
hey, we'll play through that as well. So,
Caligo, will probably be staying behind Barrington after the on. But we'll see how that all plays out exactly. So tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, session 2 of Monster Hearts. If tonight wasn't enough Angie angst for you, then join tomorrow, where there's gonna be Angie angst, Sophie angst, Zach angst, Matt angst, and Jen angst.
I listened to the entire Star is Born soundtrack in preparation.
Oh my god! I listened to Tame Impala.
Hey, there we go. And then Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Central, we have session 2 of The Remains, our homebrew system based on and inspired by the world of The Last of Us. Give that. So very excited to see you 2 more times this week. And then we'll see you back here, same time, same place, next week. Stay tuned at Charmed Persons on all social media. Thank you to my players, the best players a GM can ask for. And as always, everybody say bye.
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 Bye.